to go over a hint. Hello. Again. Yo,
You turn off the video?
ik had zo'n afvoer video.
Oh, you turn off the why you have us
Wapen. Komt dit? You can hear us?
well done.
Here we are. Here we are.
All the alcohol there on top.
Yo,
Yee.
it's been coming and it's here. It's finally here.
That apple juice strong, boy. Yeah, Josh?
We getting sponsored by Welch's.
See, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Don't make it that way.
Apple juice, please.
Hey, don't sell us something.
Spare me.
They have a
Hey Josh, you can't have a YouTube live in the background because that will mess us up.
yeah.
Yeah, just I took it off already.
Whew.
What's up, people? What's up, folks? Thanks for
You had a list? You had a
thanks for
list
tuning in. Yeah, I just finished.
there? Good. Yeah.
Well, Brad have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Brad have a
Well,
story to
let's
tell.
first of all welcome everybody, Mr. Welcome Man. Take the floor.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to episode 11 of your wife's favorite podcast.
With wifey.
Wifey's favorite podcast. Can't say this twice with Brad, CJ, and Josh.
Yo,
Hello.
I know about it. Brad don't know about that.
We live today. You're the only one that knows, it seems.
What up, everybody?
What up?
good?
What up?
Representing
Thanks a lot, all the early birds. I don't know if you'll get more people.
We fans in England.
I don't know if you'll get more people, but thanks a lot those who joined the live early. We see
Yo,
you. We
Jesse,
appreciate you.
Wally, Zoe.
Wait, where are you seeing these people? These people not on the YouTube live.
On the
No,
live.
They're
Yo,
on the Instagram live.
the Zoom
Tell them
link
come
now-
on the YouTube live, dog.
The Zoom link now working.
I just sent it over, so they
It-
should try again.
Is it the same? It may be a different link.
Yeah. So those in the waiting room, hold up. We'll add you to the convo in a while.
There's nobody in the waiting room now. Everybody left.
Yeah, because I think it's a different link. Hold on.
Is that a different link?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I must see. It shouldn't be.
No, it should be the same link because we're using it right now.
But it's saying, yeah, how I can send that to
It
you?
should be the same link.
Hold on. I must send it through this.
Look, someone just entered the waiting room.
Yeah.
I think it's Roche.
Yeah,
So
I
it
just
works.
sent it over. So everybody who's trying to get in, just use the last you sent it, CJ?
I copy it in your thing, so it should pop up. in your notes. It might take a second to cause you're not on the, it may not be on the same. I just need a new thing. No, I just put it in notes.
Oh, I get it.
Look, see, somebody else just joined. So the link working.
So
I
the
don't
link
know.
working. The link working. Just wait.
We see the topic. We have a few topics tonight, but we want as many people on to like pose their questions, any disputes they have, any bad word they want to tell us.
Yeah, and if you have something to say on a topic that we're discussing, just raise your hand.
Yeah. Or you can raise your hand in the
I think so, can't you?
on the
No,
Zoom.
you can't. You
could
can't.
wave.
You can't.
You could wave. I think you could wave
Can
on
you?
the Zoom. Did you allow it?
Me, I don't have to allow it. You're the
In the
host.
conversation.
You're the host.
No, brothers.
But he had to set the settings. Kimi, yes, we. Jim Ron. What's the vibes?
Yo, Jim Root.
Top shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Yo, Jesse in the waiting room. So yeah,
Yeah, allow them.
if I allow everybody in a meeting one time, everybody will just stay.
Somebody
Should be
say
yes.
somebody say they have something to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
I don't
All right,
know.
I'm just gonna admit all.
I don't know who
and-
the person is though.
Just let's repeat the ID. Let's repeat the ID. Let's repeat the ID for the live for the
For
for the
Instagram.
chat.
Huh?
Let's
Nonchalant
So,
Sage. Big up
just
yourself, bro.
mute everybody.
I'm gonna yeah, everybody that joins, just mute.
You were Brad had to mute them, I think. So I guess you had to change the settings so that anybody that joins the audio.
Yeah, I forget where I saw that, but
I can't tell you because I don't know myself.
Where was it?
If you all want to watch it on a bigger screen on your computer,
Hey, if your name is unknown, please change it to your actual name. You want to know who you're speaking to. No,
Alright,
no
so-
creeps. No creeps in the waiting room.
So a couple of the topics we want to. That's all.
That's all what we had for now. And then we have people asking.
But ain't we to send a few in the chat? That was them.
Yeah.
I felt like it was more. So the topic we're continuing from
Where we left off.
where
in
we
episode
left
10.
off in terms of discipline and getting licks as a child.
Talk to the YouTube live, boy. You're
Well,
talking to the wrong live.
I try to talk to both now.
Focus on one.
we will be talking about are you ready for kids? How you go great children up?
Should your significant other be a best friend?
Yeah, some interesting topics.
Uh,
Stick around and find out what all of them is. Hey.
and feel free to throw out any other question that you may have for us.
Yeah, we answering questions.
We answering questions. We want suggestions. We want to hear what you think about the Can't Say This Twice podcast.
We ready for it?
We're ready.
And this apple juice strong, man.
Yeah.
Apple juice is strong.
It's from Wishes.
Wishes.
Witches. All right, so
Let's get
the show on
started.
the road.
Yeah. To start off, what's that, Josh?
A lot of people were talking about the guy who were making a lot of breaking the internet this week. What was his name again?
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
A lot of people inbox me and
Duppy.
kept asking, "Yo, what you find out about Derek? If he will actually respond." So stay tuned. You'll hear what we think about the situation.
Oh, really?
And-
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Already. Well, I promised the listeners a story last week. So I don't know if any of them remembered, but just in case, let's just see. All right. So leading off from the conversation last week, we were speaking about instances where we were spanked for certain things.
Nah, don't make
And,
it sound nice. Don't make it sound nice.
Don't make it sound too nice.
You
We get
blows.
licks.
You get
Really?
blows.
I get boxed.
But this particular instance showed me a side of my father that I didn't regularly get to see growing up, and even today. So it happened when I was much younger. I was like 6, around there. This is a time when computers weren't really a big deal or a big thing or common in households or in Grenada. So my family had just gotten their first computer, our first computer. This was like back in 95, 96, around there. 1995, 1996. I don't want to sound too old. But yeah. But yeah, so my dad brought home the computer and it just had it there packed up. And he, not for hell, he would set it up. He just had it there. Right. And I knew what it was, so I was excited about it. Right. So
allow unknown back in. She messaging in on the page.
yeah, but tell her to change her name now.
She said she can't. I don't know.
Oh.
why.
Yeah. Back to my story.
Sorry.
Yeah, so my dad brought home the computer and he just had it packed up there. He would not set it up. So I kept telling him to set up the computer, asking him to set up the computer. And as a child, you know, when you get something new home and you go to school, you're going to talk about it. So I went to my friends and said, "Hey, we have a game computer home, right?" So all my friends, like, because remember, computers weren't that common yet. So I was telling all my friends, "Yeah, I have a game computer home and whatnot." So one evening when I got home from school, I got frustrated with my father and I told him, "Daddy, set up the game computer now." And he looked at me and he said, "What did you say?" I said, "Daddy, I asked you to set up the game computer." And he said, "That is not what you said." I said, "Yes, that's what I said." And we had a short back and forth as much of a back and forth you could have with a child. And I was adamant that I said, set up the game computer. But he heard, set up the damn computer.
I feel that's what you say.
I feel that's what
I feel that's what you say.
What I know about that. I don't know about damn at them age. What I know about that. But yeah, he kept telling me to stop lying and admit that I said damn. But I didn't give in because I didn't say damn. I said game. So I guess because I was so adamant about it. And he was so adamant, and he was so adamant that I said damn, I end up getting licks for it. I get a lot of licks for it. Because first he thought I was lying, and second, I was not coming clean in his point of view. So it so happened, normally there's this guy from dad's office that usually goes around and picks up children that's working in at the time it was Grenlick. That's how long ago this was. Grentel.
Your mother, man.
So yeah, there's this guy that used to go around and pick up everyone from school and bring us to the office. But this one time my dad I don't know what happened, he ended up coming to pick me up. And when he pulled up and I went down to the car, because this was a couple of weeks after, right? So I forget about that as a child, I forget about them things. But when he came to pick me up, I ran down to the car to get into the car. And my friends came down and they were like, Brad, is it true that Brad have a game computer home? And that is when it hit my father. And he said, well, wait, it's actually game, I said. And that man apologized. I could still remember to this day. That man, he even broke down. Because like it hurt him so much that he beat me for something that I didn't do. Plus, when I stood up for myself and I didn't relent, he still beat me for that. And that is something that he didn't want to teach me. Well, he wanted me to always stand up for myself. If I know that I didn't do something wrong, don't say that I did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And my father, he actually broke down to me and he cried.
What?
And what? Yeah, he was real sorry.
For not setting up the damn computer.
The damn computer.
If that's what you get from the story, I don't know how to help you.
Yo, so did you wipe your ass on the tiles? That's all I want to know now. Because the licks that bad.
I did.
The licks was hot.
So you say your mom used to beat worse than your dad.
I wouldn't say that in it. I don't know. I don't know if it's something about the belt that day when my mom beat me and I had to wipe my ass on the
I feel like children just cry for their moms to because they know their mom's softer, so they feel like their mom will stop from
that licks was hot. That licks was hot. That is true. I'm not even gonna cap.
But that was a real big man thing he did, apologizing.
Yeah. He actually apologized.
You have a lot of parents that wouldn't. Wrong and strong.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how it happened, how everything just cleared up, even though it didn't clear up at the time, like soon after.
Like right away.
But yeah, exactly.
She seemed to always have something to say on the comments. I wanted to be on the
what's she name again, boy? I forget her real name. Baby K-A.
Yeah, she should join the Zoom call.
Erlin.
Yes, Erlin.
Yeah.
Join the Zoom call.
But anyway, guys, that was the story. I hope you all learned something from it.
Mom's less threatening.
And those watching on YouTube.
My mother was.
Those watching on YouTube, don't forget to like up the thing, man. Like up the thing.
Follow the
like
and
up
subscribe
the
if you're not subscribed.
Like it, share it, yo.
Like, share, subscribe.
But we must say thanks for all the support we've been getting from you guys. We really appreciate it.
Facts. Blows like, what did I say?
Blows like rain.
Yeah, blows like rain.
I don't know. Blows. Who getting blows like rain? You got blows like rain?
Yeah, that's true. I get if I get licks. There was a time, I think I was like 4. And
you actually remember that, Alex?
It was that bad. It was that bad.
And it wasn't anything serious, but Mommy was taking me to school, and I didn't want to carry my bags. You know, look at children, they're miserable. And I get in trouble. I just get in trouble on the way to school. We walk into school.
You play big man.
And I don't want to hold the bag and I get in trouble. And she just take a little branch and hit me too on the side of my foot. Bite. And somebody passing slow down and say, hey, you're too wicked, stop beating the child.
Oh,
and she said,
You
you come for yours. Come for your shit. I was like, yo.
I can hear mother saying that.
As a child, like in my head, it was, if she willing to beat somebody
else?
else,
No.
I better cool out.
That's funny.
So it was a case of anyway I get on, you gain it.
But
I agree
that has turned us all into outstanding young men.
She said, I look like I was dramatic. That was my one moment. After that, I never in my life get on in public. Never.
Well, I never used to get on in public.
Not even home. It
was just that one time, but my mother wasn't supposed to find out that I called the girl at home. But yeah, it was just that one time.
The girl snitch on you though.
Girl snitch on me.
Yo.
You know.
Reese says she mother buy a belt in she favorite color and name it after she favorite doll, Pinky. Yo, your mother
bring Pinky for me. Bring Pinky. Which one?
Wow. Gone good. Actually naming the belt.
Brad used to think his licks like a G though.
Hey, don't hype him up. Erilyn say you should think he looks like a G.
In school, yeah.
Yeah, don't hype him up.
You can't cry in front of them girl and them.
Yeah,
Are you mad?
That's true.
Are you mad? Not even in front of them girls. Imagine crying in front of your classroom. That's
Exactly.
forever, you know.
Yeah.
All when you turn a big man, people. You remember when you get lashed in class and you cry with no coaling your nose? I think.
Watch that. They never forget it.
They would never forget.
Never forget.
Yeah, take it, suck it up like a man. I remember I got ringers from my mother in school too, because I playing bad in school, you know. I tell the teacher I'll bring my mother for wrong in it.
Bring your mother.
My mother happened to pass through school that evening. So the teacher was like, you know, I had to call you.
Oh,
Sit down. Sit down there. Boy, I sweating. Say, Lord, I hope she didn't bring it up. I playing bad boy in class and I sit in front of everybody, yeah. So no, I did. And it's so, the thing is, it's so stupid that afternoon we had like afternoon classes for the whole grade. Eh? So everybody see my mother talking to the teacher and they waiting, man, get some ringers. And the whole time just ringers. I saying going back to school. I want to run away, I tell you. I said, nah, I'm running away from home.
I don't know,
But
Josh.
yeah.
Josh used to really play bad in that 7 days school down there.
What?
Fighting and thing.
Of all schools.
I tell Josh come to church with the hand in a cast.
But that was like going into grade. That was like going into Form 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beat up a
Josh.
boy and take him money.
Josh, what's going on with you, Josh?
I used to
The
play
man
bad boy.
fire kicked behind Josh.
Nah,
And
that's
Josh
because I started living with them carnage fellas, remember? I was living with some carnage fellas.
Who
I
said
don't
you
understand.
That was a summer class. That was
Who
actually a
said
summer
it?
class. That was in
But CJ, you know who
NBBC.
do him that, Josh Dawson.
CJ was there. CJ
No, I
was
wasn't
there.
there. I
It
wasn't
was in
there.
that class.
I wasn't there, I tell you. I wasn't there.
Boy, all of us went to that.
thing.
No, it wasn't there when I gave him a break hand. But it was in that same summer class.
Yeah.
CJ was there. They had take CJ game.
yes.
They
Yo.
teach CJ game.
Yo, I real freaking crying.
The man real cry on the
What
tennis
is
court.
it?
Like
What?
real
Yeah.
cry. The Tiffy game. But what happened? Okay, so why I got my hand broken was what happened was I went to school with this boy. I went to primary school with this boy. And then I started hanging out with. That's why I shouldn't follow friends, people. Don't follow
They
friends.
will lead us
So I
straight.
started living with them carnage fellas and thing, cause like I'm a bad boy. Everybody know my G.
Yeah.
So started living with them carnage
Yeah,
fellas.
but I didn't know.
But so I see the man and thing. I was like, all right, them boys bad. I need to show how strong I am. Like when you know how the movies are showing to end up in jail. Like you had to prove yourself. So I see the man passing. I was like, yo, hey boy, come, give me $1. Mind you, I don't need the money, but I had to show my strength. So he decided he didn't give him $1 because he know me. He know man's not no bad man.
CJ Josh Dotton, eh?
He fronted. Oh God, don't call name
I
now.
know that. We
So the
talk
man-
about that story about 10
So
times.
the man come. So I end up pushing my hand in his pants pocket, like to take it from his pants pocket. And then he fire a kick at me. So I blocked the kick with my hand. My hand fractured. So me now, not thinking, okay, I could get
That man
injured
hand doesn't
from
fracture,
something
Josh.
like that. Walking down Market till the evening, my hand swelled big. I started crying in the middle of town because I was in real pain.
But I thought
Reach
you was
home, I can't
bad.
even tell my mother the truth. I can't even tell my mother the truth. The next day I wake up, my hand swollen real big. My mother want to know, well, how your hand break? All of a sudden, you go to class, you come back, your hand broken. Like, what happened? I end up telling her some lie. But the thing is, I told her the lie, not thinking she would have called the parents and asked them what really happened. So she ended up calling Dotton and them, like all of us go into the same type of church.
Yeah.
So she know them. I call them. He said, well, he explained to her what happened. I tried to take his money and thing. And he kicked my hand. Wait, that was my worst summer, you know? Actually, that was not my worst summer.
Your hand break.
My worst summer was when my mother went away. When I broke the boy hand, Brad.
Mhm.
Yeah, you trying to redeem yourself.
And
Exactly.
and she take my game. That when Game Boy Color just came out. And she give him a Game Boy Color. I was
She
like,
give him?
Boy, she give him.
Oh, it's right?
And together with
Tears.
clothes. You remember that?
Tears.
I don't remember.
When I push the boy over the step and he fall in the fence.
Yeah, I
and the
remember
man-
that, but I don't remember she took
Yeah.
the game and give him.
But she take my games.
That good
She
for
give
her.
him that and the man break the games in like less than a week or so, you know, because I never
Violation.
even see him with it.
That's too wild.
She
Then I tell
violated
him I
it.
get all my most of my new clothes, my Game Boy.
Patrick Ball. He good.
Yo, I was kind of haunted when I was younger. Kind of haunted. I was kind of haunted. Thinking back, yo, I was real haunted. Maybe it's a Scorpio thing.
Unjust. I don't blame
Very-
it.
nah, she didn't have to give
Nah,
away the
she
games.
could not cut my ass because she was on vacation, so it would have been like a steel cut ass. So,
Oh, so you
it's
didn't get it yet?
I
So
didn't
she
get
watched.
lashed. Like I never
No, you
got
didn't get the
lashed for
game
that.
yet?
Boy, as soon as she come today, my father tell her the same day.
You didn't even get to play it?
My father don't beat me. My father don't tell me nothing. My father wait for my mother to come. And then as soon as she reach her, she unpacks she bag. I real happy. I see the thing. I say, well, yeah.
Yeah.
My summer was kind of horrible because my aunt gave me real stress about it. Run me down the house. I decided I ain't taking no lash from my auntie. And then, so I see the game. I say, well, you know, I still get that game. I can check Brad and show off and thing.
Yeah, get on.
Where?
Brad, eh? Always
The
on the show
same
off on
night,
Brad.
my mother said, now we had to go by the family and you know, tell them that we sorry and thing. Because they didn't have, like, they wasn't as fortunate as I was. So we went up by the family the night and thing. Well, actually, I lied. The first night, we went up by the family. But I get messed up because when I walking down, and my mother ended up talking to the next lady from the church. And when I went to church, I think Brad and them was involved in teasing me and thing. Boy, you get real lash and thing. So it's like, nah, I don't get no lash. I ain't get no lash. My mother and them don't even do me nothing. And then the lady went back and tell my mother, oh, our dog says boasting about not getting lash.
You didn't get lash?
I
Frick,
was
huh?
like, I get a real lash. I get a real,
Boy,
like, it was getting lash,
to learn your
basically.
lesson, boy. What?
Nah,
You ever learn it?
I was real. And the
Nope.
funny thing, you know, you had that angel tell
On mute. CJ on mute. On mute. Sorry. That was a mistake. I muted by mistake.
Why I had to do quite over there?
yeah, but so that was that, and I grew up to be a good young man. I mean, I'm a positive.
I know what I know.
person.
So.
All right, fellas. Enough of the bad boy talk. Bad boy.
So
Bad boy.
are you ready for kids, Brad?
Me?
Are you ready for kids?
I am financially.
Brad, add
But I'm not
whoever
married.
is in the waiting room.
I didn't see nobody there.
All right, cool.
Somebody said they in the waiting room?
No, just
Oh, no.
yeah. Go ahead.
Are you ready for?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Financially, I think I could take care of a kid. No. can say that with
Most
confidence.
about Canadian dollar.
But
I tell you acting in the big bucks.
but I'm not married as yet. Soon to be though. But
So
I'm not
would
gonna
you-
bring a child into this world out of wedlock.
Out of wedlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
It's
that just
not-
because of your religious belief, or is it because
Let's not say religious beliefs. Your
I
upbringing.
mean, yeah, from my upbringing, and so yes, I guess it's ingrained in me. It
well,
was
his
pung
upbringing
into
was
me.
based on religion?
But it's not just like I feel like there's more to it other than the church
Of course.
say.
Of course,
Is a matter of, do you want to have your first child with your wife or not? I rather have my child with my wife.
I want it to be a first.
Plain
That
talk.
would be both of us first.
Yeah.
And
Rather
something.
than
I mean, even though it wasn't planned at that point in time, but it would have been something that was to
Erlen.
come.
Marilyn
Right?
Cindy.
Erlen says, stay right there. Kids, stay right there.
But yeah, I feel the same when it comes to children. I mean,
I don't think I'm ready.
I am not.
I'm selfish.
Yeah,
What would it take for you to be ready?
I have a lot of
I need 2 more
maturity.
years. 2 more years.
To do
2
what?
more years
To do what?
to enjoy my wife.
Okay.
9 years. Tell him.
Yeah, in the
talk up
background,
the
there.
things, talk up the things, mama.
So 2 more
9 years?
to travel. Now COVID messed up 1 year. So
Yeah.
Tara, no
blame-
women actually
blame
have
COVID.
have a clock, right, on these things.
yeah, that's true. But
So
I
and
mean-
she's saying 9 years.
no, she's saying I had 9 years. So
Yeah, 9 years to get the job
Oh.
done.
Okay.
Oh, somebody need to be accepted, Brad, in the chat, in the
Yeah, he did.
Zoom.
Ian.
vibes.
yeah,
Okay.
Patrick. Yeah,
What Patrick saying? there?
Patrick say, light him up. Light him up for 9 years.
But tell Patrick and them come on the YouTube live now, man. I can't see nothing on the Instagram live there. Can they even hear me?
Yeah, they hear you, man. I turn up the volume.
Yo, why do you have some inspirational?
Jesse said 9 fucking years.
Oh, you
Wait,
get the accent
Jesse
down.
on the live?
Yeah.
he in the chat.
Southpaw. You
yo,
know, Southpaw is some boxer.
Yo, we
He's
on
a
mute.
boxer thing.
Jesse, unmute Jesse for a minute. Let me hear Jesse. Let me hear what Jesse had to say over the 9 years.
Do you think they go understand what he's saying?
Let's hope.
You're bloody
Jesse
hell,
on
bro.
mute.
Erlen asked if
Jesse on mute.
Jesse unmute.
Oh shit, my bad. I couldn't do it.
This guy.
Brad, what's going on? 9 years.
9
Oh,
years.
Josh,
Josh, Josh,
Josh.
man.
Oh, Josh, 9 years. That's
Yo,
a long time.
that was 9 years subtracting 1.5
Because of
without being
COVID.
married. Eh?
Oh.
9
But
years.
how many years is it before getting married?
So
7.
I
Yeah.
knew it. I knew it was 7 years. I was waiting for her to say it.
Boy, I knew
Josh
that.
spinning top in mud, but
Boy, you see that bottle that you lot had in the first episode? That bottle was already full 7 years in. What was left?
Facts,
What was left?
facts.
that's true.
Jesse, I'll
The
meet
water
you back.
bottle.
Bye.
You know that power.
I think
Exactly.
you need to change admin.
You don't have that power, Josh.
You don't have.
I have that power.
So Jesse, how long would it take for you to
Huh?
decide when you
Oh,
want children?
huh?
To breed that thing.
Pardon? To do what?
To breed something?
Nah, not bad.
Well, not something. Sorry. How long
To
would
have
it
a
take you
kid.
to have a child or children?
You see what it is, yeah?
Yeah, the excuses coming. You see what it is?
Nah,
yeah?
nah,
And then you want to
know
talk
what-
about
nah,
my
nah, nah.
9 years.
You know what it is, yeah? For me, the concept of a child was what was more appealing than actually having a child for me for years, innit?
Facts.
But obviously everyone wants to have like projects and Mbappe and whatnot. But then there's a lot that comes with a kid, and I don't think I'm in a position right now. I don't see myself in a position in the next year or two to have a kid. So, but I'm still young, so I don't know. So I can't really tell you. I got
That's
time. To have a kid,
exactly.
We's
Yeah,
old
well,
man.
Yeah, sometimes still.
Yeah, I got
My
time.
excuse for having a
selfish, man.
child was, well, finance. And then, well, it's not finance anymore. It's now me enjoying my wife and having that peace of mind, that little freedom, you know? Because
Josh.
after having a child, hold up,
Your
after
life-
having a child,
Your
your
life
life
changes
changes.
completely.
Remember, after
Yeah.
after that 9 months, pum pum insure again for a couple more months,
You're talking about that?
You gotta
That
make a
alone?
schedule, look.
That alone?
That is it.
That's not the
Imagine-
first thing I thought you were gonna
Imagine
say.
you
I thought
slip
you-
up and have another child within that child, within the time that you had that first child, right?
Highly
So
likely.
you know what I mean. No, she's all emotionally wrecked because
Yeah, the one
Being-
that man using a wrecked.
because having a child back to back,
Not wrecked though.
having a child back to
I
back.
To come in here.
I would-
First of all, you're married to a doctor, so there won't be any slip up. Second of all, everybody experience different.
Fucking hell, man.
Us having a child will be different
Are they hearing this?
us having a child. You understand?
Put
You
in
can't go
place.
on other people's experience, especially people who might not have had help or anything else.
Mhm.
Okay? So don't
Preach.
You
Talk
won't
the
know
things.
unless we have the experience where we can say, oh shit, having a child is not work. You won't
I'm
know
not gonna lie,
unless you're married
Tara
to
is
a doctor.
sharp.
Let me exaggerate on that part. You're married to a doctor.
Clearly. So Josh, basically, you don't want to hold him back
Remind me
progress.
progress.
never to
excuse.
bring her on the podcast
No
again.
excuse.
She's not coming back. Let me just say, she's not
Josh.
coming back.
Josh,
Yo.
your wife would like to have a child.
Well, clearly,
So can you please?
I don't really have a choice anymore. Eh? So
Well,
I know
she's a doctor. So remember, she could take it.
Yeah, exactly. And how to be, and what is it? How to think like a man taught them how to do it too. So I mean, I don't really have a choice anymore. So having a child next year, whether or not.
But whether you like it or not.
Anybody else in the chat in the Zoom has any input? I know that there's some ladies. Ladies, what would it take for you to say that you're ready for a kid? Anybody has anything to say?
I personally know I real immature. Like I have a lot more mature into I'm selfish too now. Like I wanna do a lot of things still now.
One thing like what?
And you can't do that with a child. You can't just uproot your life.
But
and-
CJ, you had over 30 years to do what you want to.
Yo.
Not over.
Yo,
Relax
yo,
yourself.
yo,
Relax
yo.
yourself.
Over 30 years.
Not over yet.
Over 30
Yo,
years.
I still have a month. You're trying to boil
So
up
what-
the general, eh?
Over.
So when that month passed, I could say that.
Over.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wait for the month. Come
I don't
on.
understand. He
Mr.
disrespectful.
Mr. Rez has his hand up. Mr. Rez, what you saying?
Unmute yourself. What you had to say about that? Nice. I childish. I wouldn't lie for you.
Yeah, Mr. Rez, on
I
mute
ready
your
to
mic.
be-
Your
I
mic
re-
mutes. We here and here.
Mr. Rez, you mute, huh?
Ladies, y'all here, CJ. Hey, I'm being honest, eh? Maybe you didn't know about easy, so you know.
You ain't get yourself.
Change his mind, huh?
Slipping. Right straight.
I guess he changed his mind.
Sprite.
All right, so yeah, to get some I guess the host had to unmute me now.
Hold on.
my
Say
bad,
who
my
you are
bad.
first. We don't
Yeah,
know
we
who
need-
Mr. Rez is.
Yeah, Mr. Rez, we don't deal with aliases here. And say your name.
We don't know who that is. Who are you?
That's my boy.
Yeah, well, Name-
That's
him wise Aaron Antoine,
okay. You're on fine.
artist name Resilient.
All
Yeah,
right,
good.
big up yourself.
Blup, blup.
Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
thugs.
Give me the Sprite.
You know, well, me and CJ has been doing a bit of projects. You guys will see soon. But anyways, so apart from that, no, my thing is, as I always tell people when I'm talking to them, ensure that, and I'm talking from a spiritual aspect especially, I don't know if I'll touch on that, but you see things called generational curse, things that you deal with, that your children might deal with, the things that we need to deal with, if that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
of breaking them curses on them. And it's like what CJ say too. Sometimes, you know, we want to enjoy life, we were talking on that, but then when your children come and they had to deal with that thing, you know, guys, that's one of the key things I always tell my fiance, that we had to deal with certain things first before we do them thing now. Because I feel like if you had that in your DNA and you don't get rid of that, when you pass on to that child, no, you're passing on all of that.
I guess a lot of communication will come in play there, because sometimes you may not even know certain things that your partner do and that they might have coming up in the back that could affect your generations.
Yo, Wadi, come on the live.
So yeah.
Tell Wadi come on the live on the Zoom call. Sorry.
Yeah, what?
How did you uncle?
Yeah, Mr. Resilience. Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, we understand exactly what you're saying, man.
Yep. And we kind of agree to an extent.
Why do you have course, man?
What is what extent you agree to?
Well, I tell you, I don't want no children yet, boy. But I can't run from it, so I don't have a choice at this point.
At least you're saying yet because in the beginning you used to say you don't want any at all.
Exactly. So I made changes, right, Brad? Because remember
Yeah.
before I never wanted children. But now, like, as you grow older, you realize now, boy, children are really a joy when it comes when they're in a relationship. Like little things like, you know, seeing the child walk for the first time or seeing
Like
mama, dada,
like,
you know.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. I mean, I love children, you know.
I want to have, but
But
I just know that it takes so much. Like, and this is how I look at it. Am I ready to make those sacrifices?
give up your sandwich.
I have to give up. Like, I become absolute me and whoever, me and my significant other becomes completely second.
Mhm.
Right from that moment. Am I ready to commit to that concept?
You see, the thing is, people.
I know I am not. I have things I want to do.
The thing is, you ain't coming second. I think you have that mixed up. You come in last.
I come in last.
Last, dead last, dead last. And a lot of people fail to realize how that once you have a child, when you have to cook, what you want don't matter anymore.
No.
Is what the child needs.
What Mrs. Purcell say me? Easter weekend check us for we killer bee. Say less.
Yeah, so it's like all your opinions, all the thoughts that you have in your head. If you're planning on going on vacation to the Maldives next year, when you had a child, forget it. Forget it.
You can't just uproot that child.
You can't.
Yo, and vacations
not
get
that-
more
it's not
expensive.
that
No,
easy.
you can't.
But I really want to hear what the
What?
ladies think, though. Right, I
Them
think you should
ladies-
unmute one of them.
Them
Just
ladies,
put
quiet.
Put one of them on the spot.
Somebody talk. Unknown.
Unmute
Who
one
want
of them.
somebody raise your hand?
Hold on. They talking.
Brad, check the chat.
I don't
Crystal.
think at any age anyone is ready to have a child regardless of how much they think they're prepared. That is true.
Brad, you unmute Crystal. Let's hear.
Ask us on mute already.
Right.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. In regards to that, like I've heard so much people, regardless of the age, always say that, oh, I'm not ready, I'm not in the right mindset or that kind of financially stable to have a child. But when a child comes along, the narrative switch. It's like you go into beast mode.
Do you have a choice? You don't have a choice? You don't have a choice?
No, I don't have a child. Don't get me
You
wrong.
don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
When the
anymore.
child,
Once the
Oh yeah,
child
you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I say all of that is eliminated. So let's just say, okay, so as much as CJ is saying that how he's not mature as yet.
We're picking on CJ.
I'm just eliminating the whole factor of it.
Yeah.
Just say a child comes into play. That maturity is out, the childish mentality is out the door.
Yeah,
and he would turn into a man regardless.
Of course.
Put that aside. Even though he might be petty about it,
force ripe.
he would have to man up.
Of course.
You'll be force ripe though.
That's why I asked, are you ever ready for anything? If you keep saying you're not ready and you're waiting for this or you're waiting for that,
but for me,
then you'll never be ready.
For me, yeah, you it's about, I mean, if it happens, obviously you step up and do what's right. But
true.
Under like making the decision that I am going to have a child is totally different from, all right, the condom bust or we have an unprotected sex and stuff happens.
If you're not ready, stay away from it.
Huh?
Yes, abstain.
Abstain?
Exactly.
Don't do people think if you don't want big people consequences.
Sorry. I mean, if the consequences come, I deal with it.
I thought all it wasn't sexting though.
I know, that's why I tell CJ.
Hypothetically speaking here, of course. We're speaking in hypotheticals, of course.
Yeah, but good input, Crystal.
Yeah, that is true. My mother always tells me that exact same thing. She ready for a grandchild. She and father ready to be walking
feel
the,
like parents
the child
always ready,
around
though.
all over the place.
Parents always ready.
I always say, I'm ready. And they just always tell me, you will never be ready if you think you could prepare for a child, you will never
Never be
ever have
ready.
a child.
My
So,
parents,
That's
she's-
true.
so
My
Crystal
parents wanted
is
to be a
Crystal is
grandparent.
absolutely correct in
my
that.
parents wanted to be grandparents on my
With that
wedding
mindset.
night. On my wedding night. Like really?
What?
Wow.
I would lie.
Like, really?
I would lie.
Yeah, but thanks for the input.
No problem.
Share up the live, people. Share up the live. Share up the live.
Post your questions, your input. Don't be afraid to talk. Raise your hand so we can see that you want to say something. Yeah, is that vibe still?
Unknown, what you have to say? Always have something to tell us. Why you're not talking unknown? You always have something to say.
Who is unknown?
What's her name? man?
Dina. She give us a brand. The brand
You know
stuff.
you here, you know? Unmute yourself.
Yo, Crystal gone one time.
What? Crystal
She
had
just-
one thing to
She
say.
just gives you 2
Just-
cents and
just
roll out.
rock.
And she's like, all right, I've given y'all enough of my time. Bye-bye.
Time to go and party.
Yeah, but so
Till 12.
so we ruling it off. So we're not ready for a kid. Men are generally
That is true, Erilyn. That is so true. I've seen my aunts and them. Erilyn is saying that grandparents tend to give the grandchildren things they never give their
So-
child.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
is so true.
so
Licks or Crystal got kicked out. Is that limit to the amount of participants or something?
No, because nobody else in ad. Nobody else came.
tell her
Fine,
come
no.
back. Tell her come
But
back.
try joining back, Crystal.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Grandparents. I remember my mother giving me stories about like licks and certain things she wasn't allowed to do and blah 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 as a child. I spent a lot of time with my grandfather in the country and he never beat me once. He even tell my cousin to beat me when I did something he wasn't pleased with. He did not want to lay a finger on me.
He had me too heavy for it.
Yo, my grandfather was
Trying to see.
bigger than Josh, hands bigger than Josh. I'm
Yeah, and
size.
I real bigger.
What?
225.
6. How tall you are? 6'4"?
6'4"?
6'3".
6'3". I am the shortest of the bunch,
You
literally
are.
on the cusp, 6 flat, 5'11" on bad days.
You make it. Once you make it.
Nigga, you short. Nigga, you short.
You short.
All right, let's not bag on the short man.
but yeah, I mean, generally, grandparents like they try to they think about it after, and then they like, I should not beat my child so much, and let me make sure I do a better job now with my grandchild.
And that's the
So
thing. You trying to
But-
train
but
up
it's
your
not-
child in a certain way, and the grandparents spoiling them.
That's
Nonsense.
But that is their job. I grow you up.
Mhm.
You're turn to worry with the headache and stuff. I'm here to just spoil this.
They
little
train salt in your
angel.
pot right through.
Right true.
But
I've seen it firsthand.
is it
I-
a bad thing
I know
though,
kids.
or does it create a balance with the relationship with parents and grandparents? Because I feel like your grandparents have a kind of bond. Like I can't explain it,
That's true.
but your grandparents have a bond with you that
It's
it's
so
different
different.
from
It's
your
so
parents.
different.
Yeah, like yo,
So different. My grandfather has so much influence
yeah,
on the kind of like even music.
bro.
He never learned music, but he kind of like self-taught himself to play
Mhm.
the guitar.
The guitar.
He waking you up with music every morning to have devotion, and you better get up. You better get up. Trust me.
No choice.
Low-key, I still have been on devotion. But anyway, that's not the
What?
topic.
What?
But bro, you knew my grandmom, right? And I won't lie though, it was way easier to
ahead,
introduce
Alan.
my girlfriend then
Hmm.
to my grandmother than to introduce her to my mother. I don't know how, but it was way easier.
Hey, your mother was strict. Your
Speaking-
grandmother real loving
Hey,
and
hey,
kind.
hey,
And
that story is not for tonight.
Speaking of
That story is not for tonight. That's for episode 12.
Da. Because
No,
We don't want to be like Derek Jackson coming across saying talking about men should do this and that and not share our stories.
There is no absolute rule to follow. Every relationship is different.
Exactly. Let me share that
People
story
are
there on Josh
different.
one.
Can we do that for episode 12 though?
Nope, we're doing it. No. We're doing it. No.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that introduction.
Save it for the next episode.
We can't do it for the next one.
That thing's so kicksy.
That's in here.
That wasn't kicksy though.
It's
That was something to cry for, dog.
Something for you to cry for. Not me.
Swear that night I wanted the earth to open up.
Yeah, boy.
I wanted the earth to open up. I swear.
When I heard what that man said, I was like, what?
But all of us paused. All of us like,
Kevin was there.
Are you insane?
everybody was there. When this happened, what it had? They had a concert or something in SU.
What you have to say?
Was it SU
concert?
concert?
Yeah, they had a concert in
That was
SU.
our big debut.
Everybody there, all their
I
friends
think that was the
and
best.
family.
I think that was the best I sang that night, though.
Yeah.
I had to make up.
Embarrassing.
That story go come in episode.
We have somebody in the chat on YouTube saying one has to reach some point of readiness for a child. I don't think one would be totally ready. I believe though. They've just added I believe though in the end just in case you want to take them at their word.
True.
Yeah.
People let's put that in my opinion I don't know though.
To say it's not fact. It's not.
Don't go by what I say.
If your life is ruined, it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Erlen said, pregnancy and birth is okay. It's dealing with the postpartum depression after birth, because it leads to a lot of breakups because men do not understand it, because I am seeing a lot of breakups after birth.
And that's a big fact.
How common is postpartum?
Very.
Let's ask
depression.
the doctor on deck.
Tara,
in Grenada.
Have you seen it often?
Oh, often.
I have seen it in Grenada.
We can't hear. You have to speak a little louder.
I have seen it in Grenada, but it's not that common. It's not that commonly reported. I mean, because we just let the social workers follow up with patients after they deliver. But it's not everybody that would say they're having problems, and then later on, you would hear that this person passed or this person's child went up for adoption or something else.
Wow.
I can't tell this story. Never mind.
Fair enough.
But there's been an increase in people giving up their children for adoption.
That's crazy.
I haven't seen it until I've been on this rotation. I didn't know it was a thing.
Me
in the Caribbean.
In Grenada.
Okay, I didn't know it was.
I didn't know it was an actual thing.
I had no idea it was that prevalent. I've heard stories, but not at a frequency where I would think this is something that.
But I would think when you think about the socioeconomic statuses of people these days, and with the pandemic and people not working, and so it's not really surprising that people don't want to take on the extra burden.
It's not. I mean, it's really not, Brad. It's really. And I agree with you.
Yeah. Fair point.
What Jesse saying?
Josh lineup looking
sharp
on God.
Bro.
A fresh shot
from the best.
Yeah,
One from the best. Big up Imperial Cuts every time.
Hey,
we don't plugging nobody here for free, eh?
Yeah, better I check.
But yeah, it's scary the amount of stress pregnancy and a child could bring to a relationship, to an individual. Because sometimes we joke about it and we don't realize how much
we don't consider it. We think it's all right. Well, I had to step up as a man, and that's as far as our vision, our sights go. I had to step up, not considering that the woman has a lot of changes in her body, her mindset, everything. She spent 9 months
just
changing.
Just this week, we was watching something. We was watching on Instagram, and I saw a woman who had a child like some months ago, and her body, like, I was surprised how much the body could stretch, because you don't see it when the child is there. It's like after the child is
That's,
out.
that's when you realize
how much your body changes.
I
Yo,
mean, imagine
All that
those that
extra
are having
skin.
like twins and triplets and
Bro.
everything, bro.
and to men,
That's crazy.
okay, let's not just be biased. Let's not be biased, but
input is
to
very
men,
small.
women need to realize, even though, okay, like, I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything. I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but it's really not attractive, eh? It's really not attractive.
Obviously, we wouldn't think so. They don't think it is.
So
What isn't attractive?
the body, the figure, like what you see
changes?
after pregnancy.
Mm.
So if you're not in a marriage relationship, you're in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, it's always easier for a boyfriend to step out of the relationship than a man who is married. I could be wrong. Do not quote me on this. But it's always easier for the boyfriend to say, well, boy, I'm fed up seeing her like that, and I really don't want to no more. I want
Can
to
get 6 for
that
a
girl
while.
down, that or outside. But when a man in a relationship where he's married, to him is like, he not only checking on the fact that that woman, if she find out, we done, but he checking on most men, well, me and my brothers, who believe in God, who believe in God, who believe in God, who believe in God.
I don't want Josh to talk for
who
me.
believe in God, who believe in God, who believe in God. They would say, nah, boy, I can't do this because I am married, and stepping out of my marriage, that is like,
Well,
I
okay, yeah, I
to
could
God.
co-sign that. I could co-sign that one, CJ.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay,
it's
sign
harder,
that.
it's harder for men who in a marriage to say, well, I will cheat on my wife because she body ain't looking attractive anymore. Because trust and believe, it's really not attractive anymore.
But
it's not shallow.
Forget.
It's not shallow.
No,
But
no.
our sexual appetite is filled by what we see.
Exactly, it's your fault. But George, there's a beauty in seeing a woman give birth to a child,
Brad,
and after that.
I totally agree with that. I
So
totally
it's not an
agree with that.
attraction level,
But
it's not really attraction
let's
per se
think about the
physically.
visual part, bro.
Don't be yelling.
No, but no man would be thinking about that much during that.
First, you want to get your point across. So in the mic.
Let's think about the visual part, bro.
But Josh, how
Hold
many
on.
fathers would focus on physical attraction during that time? Your wife or your woman just gave birth to a whole life, something that shares your DNA.
Because she's fat as shit
Well-
and don't like she old body. Who
Well-
already feel bad and you just add into it. The way you're looking at me now after we done deliver, you don't even want to look at me. You're just making it worse.
Why are you talking like you was pregnant?
No, but
girl?
I guess she's seen it happen.
Listening
Like,
to my patient stories and everything like that.
Exactly, Josh.
but that's a fair point. As men, we have to consider. You want sex.
Tell
and all of
Erlen
that
to
stuff.
join the Zoom chat. Join the Zoom chat.
Kevin say Tara need to join the cast of the podcast permanently. If she joined, Josh had to go in.
I will leave.
Can't say
Josh can't
I
say
will
nothing.
leave. I will leave.
But as I was saying, she raised and Patrick as well, and the other people on the live raised a good point that men can be very narrow-minded in you just think it's sex, as in the physical act, but there is the other part of it that there's an emotional effect that
remember,
we have to
men are
consider.
logical thinkers.
Yeah, right. So this is why we should be able to easily identify that because I put it she didn't get pregnant by herself. Her body isn't changing on its own. I have a part to play. So me stepping out or me, yes, I might not find it attractive in that, this go get me, hard in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot, under any circumstances, let her see or feel that I think that way about her because she's changing. It affects more than just her body. It affects her mind, her psyche, how she views herself.
And the foundation of your child.
She is never, ever, ever the same.
Okay, so
ever the same.
I still
I understand the point you're making, eh?
No.
Man,
Huh?
you is a face man, so what have to do with you?
Facts.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. You say you're a face man, Josh.
Why are you in the bomb, class?
But disclaimer, everything I say tonight is not about me. It's
Ah,
about men in general.
Hey,
nah,
don't
don't put
men
me in
under
your things.
Men in general. I'm not speaking about myself, okay?
Don't put
Disclaimer.
me in your thing,
But
boy.
anyway, while that is true, CJ, let's think about the men who are less educated than us. Let's think about the men who don't have a support system that would help them with that kind of knowledge. Okay? The links. Hold on, let me
see what I say now.
Right?
I'll send it to us.
So let's think about the men without that support system. Now, how much people do you think that would be knowledgeable about what CJ just said about women and their body changes, women on their emotional changes? Not much men. Why? Because we don't take the time to understand. Well, not we, but most men don't take the time to understand women. So what would? Well, I feel like I just take time to understand women. I'll be very honest. Like,
but you never. She's not pregnant.
right. So, well, okay, I can't say for sure, but yeah, but we would never. But then you can't come back and say that a man would supposed to think about it, because most men would not think about it. At that point in time, all most men seen is, I am not being disrespectful. I am speaking in general. Let me just say this now. Do not come for me on the live. Do not. But I'm just saying that most men, all they see at that point in time is a stretched tummy. And if she gained weight during that pregnancy, that is all they see. So that's why they step out and cheat. Because the other woman outside, her belly is tucked. Her body is tucked.
Watch now, fellas. If y'all feel that way, you need to work on that, because that does not validate stepping out.
And it does not.
I mean, stepping out in general, there's no validation.
You shouldn't have any time to step out, because you're supposed to be dealing with a newborn.
Your focus should be on making sure that your significant other is.
Well, and
exactly.
That is why, and that is why
her attitude,
and that is why
she's bearing your child,
and that is why the type of relationship that you're in at the point in time makes a big difference.
This is
how,
because the boyfriend, Brad, the boyfriend-girlfriend relationship does not put that type of security as a marriage.
CG, that don't look like an apple juice bottle, eh?
It is.
That is a new one.
Yeah,
We're all make a new brand of apple
listen,
juice.
Not a Western.
But
listen, if you're not a deadbeat dad, I promise you will have no time to be entertaining other women.
Accept receipt.
When you have a child, it's just not going to happen. It's not feasible.
You save a link. You save a link. CJ?
Yo, why did he say that is why I have 4 wives?
Thanks, Adi.
Yo.
Okay, so for those on Instagram, the meeting ID for the Zoom 741 8
Let me see if I can add it.
72 8928.
If I could pin.
Y'all, come on and light up Josh.
Light him up.
Nah,
you see, Josh make people leave the YouTube live, all kind of thing. You see how stripping is this boy talking about here? You have gone all kind of thing.
741 872 8928.
741 872
8928.
No, none of the ladies in the Zoom chat want to light up Josh.
28.
Are they taking that so?
8928. And then the ID is 12345.
All right, so I'm pinning the meeting ID.
And the password.
If y'all wanna join, the password is 12345. Simple stuff.
There you see.
Quick maths.
On
yes, something to say,
YouTube.
She coming true. I need to get another.
Yeah, you see, unmute yourself and say your piece.
I am really not a dick.
Good
Let me
night,
just get
guys.
out
Good night. Good night. No, I don't want the ladies coming for me either, but I highly agree with Josh on this.
What?
Thank you.
Because let me tell you why.
Yeah,
The
Charlemagne
truth
supporter.
hurts because wifey was just saying, I'm going to call her wifey because I don't know her name. But wifey was just saying that after you go through all of that and your body changed upon whatever, that is not how you used to look, right? You're not comfortable with that, right? So he is just saying, from my point of view, that he's seeing the same thing. He's not used to that. He's not used to your skin being stretched like that or whatever. So obviously, he would have to adjust. Your boyfriend, your husband would have to adjust to something like that. So at the end of the day, yes, he's supposed to be supportive. Yes, he is supposed to be on your side because you just carry a child for 9 months, 8 months, whatever it is. It just went through stress. It just went through back pain, whatever it is. Right?
We're humans.
But at the end of the day, exactly, we are humans. And I really rate Josh for digging his own grave today and letting y'all know it is what it is.
I'm not
that is what
grave.
it is.
I was talking in general now. Stop chewing
Yeah.
on the bus.
No.
Stop.
I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying that, Josh, I highly agree with you on that because, yes, you can't just think about it one way. You understand? You can't think about it one way.
So you see, is there a time frame or a certain amount of time that needs to pass before a man could feel validated in feeling that way? Because you can't tell me that as soon as a couple of weeks pass after the birth and saying a man could be like,
the thought will be there because we all humans. If you see something changing on your body and you don't like it, of course you would want that comfort in your significant other to let you know that there's something wrong here or whatever. But when it comes to pregnancy, that's a whole nother level, right? So yes, y'all did what y'all did for the females to get pregnant, whatever. You were attracted to her, yes, whatever. Remember what we were talking about with this is an emotional connection. Some people, yes, they just feel like, okay, I could just lie down and stuff happen or whatever. But at the end of the day, you love your wife, you love your girlfriend, whatever it is. When she made the child, you would see that and you would be like, damn, that ain't cute at all. But of course, you wouldn't go and say, babe.
Hold on.
You're so strong.
Yes, I understand that. But from what he was trying to say, I'm just saying that is the truth. And we have to be okay with that, you understand? But at the same time, I don't expect him to come and say, babe, after you make that child, that ain't looking good now, whatever. But it's just the truth.
He would never say that.
He can't. No, don't go and tell your wife that after she make a child.
No, he wouldn't say that. But no normal fella would not say that in his right mind.
But is the truth at the end of the day? Is the truth? The body would adjust. You would see stuff that you're not comfortable with.
I only agree to some extent because I've seen women let themselves go after having children.
True.
Or a child. I agree to some extent. But just how he could help shock you up and help your body stretch, if he noticing at a point you're not doing something to better yourself, help you.
Push you, yeah, I agree.
But you need to want help. You need to want help.
But you remember we had in episode maybe 9 with Rissy, we had that conversation with how some relationships men are not comfortable with telling their women that they be getting fat.
It's not comfortable, no. It's how all you rude and all you say.
Nah, man. But hold on. My thing is, if I'm in a relationship with you, I can't say that.
You're supposed to be able to be honest.
You should be able to do that. Yeah.
You're supposed to lie to them and tell them you're looking the hottest thing sliced bread.
That's what they want to hear.
So hold on. Your friend could tell you that and you'd be okay with it.
But we say that as a significant other. Yeah.
Is disrespectful.
Is a problem.
I could get rid of my friend. I have to hold on to my man forever.
But we supposed to be friends. Besides being romantically involved, we're supposed to be friends.
We went straight into, could your significant other be your best friend? We just went into it. Can you handle those conversations?
That's a nice
Can
little
you
flow.
handle
I love
those
this.
real conversations?
For me, it's mandatory. If I cannot be, that's the transition for me. If we in a relationship, we're spending all this time together. I'm with you all the time. I'm learning so much about you, blah, 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 whatever the case is. Over a period of time, you're going to become somebody that I see as one of my closest friends. In that respect, I am a very open person. I say how I feel, I say what I think. If you can't deal with that, well, we probably don't get along anyway.
Well, as Crystal said, it's how you deliver it. Yes, you could be a friend.
Yeah,
I don't want my friend to tell me I get fat either. I'm self-conscious.
I ain't gonna be well, you would have to know who you're dealing
Well,
with.
But
Not be a dick about it.
No, but CJ.
But it does come across like no matter what you say, you're wrong.
That's the thing. Women fail.
Hold on. I saw a video, right, where this a wife was giving a story to a panel of women, where she said her husband said he realized she complained about gaining weight, and he echoed the same sentiment and suggested working out. The wife said he was very nice about it. Can you guess what that panel of women said? He should love you in whatever shape you're in, and all of this nonsense.
So unrealistic,
and blah blah blah.
What it had to do with love?
And all of this nonsense, and it's like, bro, me as your significant other, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
But
you being unhealthy shortens that.
You know what pisses me off about most of those statements is the fact that women expect men to understand them, but they don't take the time to understand how their man is.
We wrong.
Like if you know your man is a certain way, you know your man would come and tell you something blunt. Why are you expecting to come and sugarcoat you're getting fat?
But that's women in general. Women like when you sugarcoat things.
Like, he can't sugarcoat something. Like here, cause I'm telling you, give him a plate, give him food in my big wrong plate. He want the big mora juice. Why you go sugarcoat?
But next thing on the sugarcoat thing, I'm not sure if the viewers or listeners are familiar with Kevin Samuels, right? Kevin Samuels is a man. All the black women right now going after him. Oh, he's so blunt and whatnot, right? But they had gravitated to Derek Jackson, right? Derek Jackson telling them everything they want to hear. Oh,
Big
man
facts.
is this, man is bad,
Big
man
facts.
is this, woman is a queen.
Man should
just lay down at your feet.
Facts.
Man should just lay down at your feet, right?
Drop the ball.
And
Drop the ball. Drop the ball, bro.
Huh? But
Drop
Kevin
the
Samuels,
ball.
Kevin Samuels are telling them exactly what men think. They have a problem
Women love
with it.
what is a lie, dog. Women love the fairy tale story. They love the ending of a fairy tale story. You can never live happily ever after. There is nothing as a perfect relationship. That is why you have words like commit, why you have words like what Brad likes to say, submit.
And they hate that.
They hate that. But it's the reality.
But submit goes both ways.
Both ways. No. It's only women to men. That's what they see. That's all they see.
And the thing is, men generally submit, right? I might be somebody that goes out all the time. I get in a relationship with somebody I've always wanted. I don't go out no more. They don't see that as submitting.
Nope.
But that is submitting is the same thing.
Facts.
It literally goes both ways. Submitting isn't a woman, you tell her, go and mop the floor. And she on her hand and knees and scrubbing. Like this medieval kind of mindset that they have of what submit means. It always blows my mind.
It's not.
It's feminism that tell them that.
Basically, if you put submit and commit in one in a relationship, what you get is almost a perfect relationship. Because why? You then introduce communication to that relationship. So now you know what your significant other wants. And guess what? Once you know what I want and I know what you want, we almost happy. We almost happy. But no, they want a fairy tale story. Derek Jackson lifestyle. Dog,
Ridiculous.
We are not perfect.
Relationship
wash
deals
it.
with
We are
real-
not perfect.
real people in real situations.
Anyway, share up the live.
Anybody
we've
have
been here
anything to
for
say
a little
about that in
while.
the chat?
Share up the
Ladies,
live.
y'all are
Continue
awfully,
liking
awfully
and
quiet.
sharing and subscribing.
Anybody has any of the ladies have anything to say to what we've been saying? Because Josh has been yelling for the longest while.
I'm sorry for yelling, but this is a topic that gets me going because me and Brad and Cleve, we always have
these conversations.
A couple weeks ago, before there was a topic, me and Brad had a whole conversation on this. We had a whole, before he was a topic, before the scandal came out, we had a topic about this. And we was like, yo, look, this man out here slandering men for the way they live in.
While teaching women not to have any accountability.
Never, no accountability. A relationship is two ways.
And then guess what? About a couple weeks, 3 weeks later, Derek Samuels cheating on his wife.
Who is Derek Samuels, Josh?
I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Mix up Kevin Samuel.
I
combine name. But then you hear him cheating on his wife. And then, are they coming for his wife? Why are you coming for your wife? Your wife is that Christian.
Leave her out.
Leave her out of this.
He mess her up though. He threw her under the bus. Why he bring her? He cheat for himself. What he bringing her in front of the camera for?
Did you look at his review of his video?
Third person.
His third person video.
He's a narcissist.
This man make his wife look so small.
Sherelle said she prefers to be told straight you don't like something.
Exactly. That's what it should be.
And that's the relationships you want to be in.
That's the best way to deal with it.
Exactly.
The best way.
Yo, when I just started my relationship, I remember we had a practice.
9 years ago.
We had a practice session, right? No, mind you, this girl was just my friend. We had nothing at all. Not even, we never used to message each other. Nah, sit on over there. We had nothing. No, I agree with my wife. No, she was like, she was disrespectful. No, I agree because of the manner which she said and which she did what she did. No, what she did was she went to my girlfriend at that time and she was like, without a hi, without a hello, nothing, no greeting, nothing, no hi madam, no hi miss, no to who may concern. Nothing. And she was like, I ain't see a man since school start. Tell him I'm looking for him.
No, he wasn't even my man. It was like, I come back on the island and Josh don't even message me.
Who is you?
Who is you?
That's what she told me to.
Right. So when she came to me and she's like, look, this girl disrespectful. She come to me, she tell me that ting. No, at that point, I didn't see a problem because to me, it's like, that's just my friend.
You were young.
I was young.
And naive.
So at that point, like to me, that wasn't a big deal. But then, like after continue conversating, I realized then
same week.
Same week. When she approached all of us during practice, and she just came in, where's Josh? Didn't say good night, didn't say anything else. Everybody was inside singing the word of the Lord.
No, man.
Yeah, so then I would realize that, okay, yeah, that was disrespectful. And it was disrespectful. Like, she could have, like, hail her up. How you doing?
So you had to experience it for yourself. You had to see for yourself to understand.
Right. So that was a problem. So guess what I did?
What did you do?
I adjusted the situation. I told a young lady, look, that was disrespectful. And we can't be friends if you had to be like that. Right? Because why? She did not like it. And she brought it to my attention.
Communication.
No, most women these days, they expect us to know. I don't like it. We can't know that shit. We would never know that shit. You know why we would never know that? Because we can't read minds. We can't. Men cannot read minds.
And men can't read body language either.
Breaking news. Men can't read
Men can't read body language either, clearly.
No, we can't read that either because all they have same body language for different things.
Listen. This thing about the only
She
thing
call
we
him
can
a name
read
for.
body language about that we are so intent about
When you want to boom.
when you want to boom.
That's all we know.
Anything else?
It's not my business.
But she wanted double.
We don't know that.
I don't know that.
We are
I'm
not.
telling
We don't know that.
Yo, we leaving at home next time, eh?
Watch that. No. You're walking to that because nobody tell you bring up that conversation.
Nah, I was just saying. Men are like.
Men are like. No, we are. Eh?
No. In some situations,
No,
we
we
are.
blind. No, we blind. Talk. Use your words. We blind. We can't read nothing.
All right, I agree with you.
Use your words because
I agree with you.
because there are far too many situations where, and as we did in the last couple episodes, this is how women shoot their shots. Literally, how we supposed to
And we
know you're
supposed to know.
interested? You know how many girls have said to me after the fact, you know I didn't like you? How the hell
How I gonna know
supposed to
that?
How I gonna know?
But
Well-
I watch you.
Well, I used to talk to you.
I used to DM you.
Talk to me about what?
Imagine if we sitting that every girl that talk to us like us.
Watch now. Watch
Bro,
now. It's a double-edged sword because if you don't, you're wrong. If you do assume every
You're wrong.
girl that talk to you like you,
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
you're thirsty.
Yeah.
You're like all woman.
Uh-huh.
So, bro, we wrong.
Can't wait.
in any this.
So I guess
any
that's why
position.
that's why the wise fellas, you know what we do? We
Don't
just
say
stay
nothing.
in we corner.
Stay. Just,
Exactly.
Just stay.
We stay in we corner.
Don't
We stay in the corner and people say, "Oh, we stuck up and stuff." That used to happen to me in SU. I staying in my
right, true.
corner.
Right.
I going about my business. Girls saying, "Oh, he look like he stuck up. He don't talk to people."
What?
Oh,
What?
Brad, you used to have this glide thing on campus, eh? You did look stuck up, eh?
How do you look
Nah,
stuck
nah.
up? I'm going about my business. I'm minding my business.
You glided about your business.
Nah, he had
No,
a walk
because-
like he was in space. The man,
Yeah.
watch now,
The
the
spaceman.
man smooth as fuck. The man just like he touching grung in it.
Yo, demonetize us.
Hey, CJ, that's supposed to be cussing.
He's smooth as
Hell,
leap.
The man trying to demonetize us, right?
you know too. You don't start good yet. Taking away money from us.
but women, you need to speak up. I mean, how you feel,
Hey,
no
hey,
matter of
Hey,
what you think.
Don't be disrespecting my
What
partner.
happened?
Sherelle say Brad still stuck up. I wouldn't have here.
How am I stuck up?
Wow. Hey,
Wow.
CJ used to be stuck up too.
Me,
So don't think he getting our way.
I used to talk to anybody.
CJ was part of the foreskin.
I used to get the scraps. What are you talking about?
He was part of the foreskin.
Scraps.
No, sir.
Anyways, so let's switch topics for a bit though.
Please.
Yeah, let's slow down a bit.
I like that pressure again.
At what point would you consider yourself ready for a serious relationship where you go in front of the Lord and make a commitment and say, this is where I end my life? We're talking about marriage.
Yo,
Why
At
is
what
marriage
point?
end up in life?
I just worry about him. I was really worried
Josh
about
looking to
him.
get
You saw that
box.
side? You saw that side? I was just playing. But
Man
at
should
what
end
point
his
do
life
you
too.
at what point do you think that
Looking to rent a room from Cleveland.
Watch now.
They
I
put
was
him
sleeping in
on.
the studio?
Watch now. The only room that's available is the studio. And
I was
I'm
sleeping in the studio.
I sleep on the
But yeah,
ground.
at what point, ladies, because men always have a different perception when it comes to getting married over women. So let's hear what the ladies have to say. I want to hear one of the ladies on the Zoom live tell us what they think when it's time. What do you think for marriage? Like, what do women tell themselves like when they say like we're ready to get
Somebody
married?
cackling in the background here. I'm sorry, you guys.
Can we hear? I want to hear. I really want to hear because, like, as CJ say, women shoot their shots by saying nothing, and I feel like in a relationship, yes, they would give pointers. Okay, we in a relationship real long now. Then we get married. They just give some of them does give pointers, right? But I want to hear what the women really like. What do they? At what point in time?
What are the signs?
Yeah, like I want to know, like, what do they think would make them a good wife?
I wish Amy was here because me and Amy was having a conversation this week about that, and I was ready to give her some fire.
Just on the live. I don't want to know. Anyway, Brad, I think you should unmute one of those. Make a random selection, Brad, and unmute one of them.
Any of the women, please. Unknown, you've been quiet.
Yo, Carita, we in here for the night.
We like your input.
Carita not even on the Zoom chat. She not on the Zoom chat?
But she in the room, so we want to hear what she had to say. She in your studio. What she had to say. But yeah, any one of those women on the Zoom chat, unmute them. I want to hear what they had to say. Come on.
Somebody.
Let's go.
Somebody about
what they're saying school, somebody should volunteer, otherwise will volunteer.
Yeah. Josh boy. Josh boy.
Somebody volunteer now.
Nah, cause like women really don't understand.
Women are always ready for marriage way faster
than men. And I had a whole conversation
and nothing is wrong
with my mother-in-law.
Nothing is wrong with
so that's why I'm asking that question. We had a whole conversation when I decided, all right, time for me to take that step. So I want to hear what women really, what in a relationship, at what point you realize, okay, it's time for me to get married. Because men, what makes men decide that is a complete different thing to women.
Exactly.
I've realized. So I want to hear what women thinking when it comes to that. Brad, unmute one of them.
I can only ask them to unmute, but nobody.
Women, we want to hear what they're saying.
So, somebody.
Reese,
anybody.
Unknown. Crystal.
Roche. My bad. No, should I leave it like that? Let she unmute so she could correct me.
The password for the Zoom is 12345. Rel.
No takers.
Nobody all afraid, boy.
All right. So Patrick, you was talking on the live. Let me hear what you had to say on the chat, on the Zoom.
Yeah,
call it your boy.
Yeah, Patrick. Carita coming?
Talk.
I can't really hear though.
Huh?
Yeah, we hearing you.
Like,
a little bit.
We hearing you a little bit.
it's not in real time.
Your outer voice.
Your outside voice.
Your outside voice. What you mean to say? Say it from your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. Yo, again, we want to thank everyone who here on the live tonight. Big up all yourself. We really appreciate it. The numbers has been steady for the last hour.
Unmute Patrick.
Big up all yourself now.
Brad.
Big up all yourself.
Brad, when you get a chance, unmute Patrick.
You unmute.
But yeah, we want to hear.
You unmute Patrick.
We want to hear what you.
We want to
steady for the last hour. Unmute Patrick. Big up on yourself now. Brad. Big up on yourself. Brad, when you get a chance, unmute Patrick.
Yo, all you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, take mute the YouTube.
1 sec.
I feel like I don't know radio station.
Y'all hear me?
Call us, turn on your radio. Call us, turn on your radio.
105.9 FM.
Yeah, Patrick. Say well. We talking to Patrick right now. Patrick from Grenada, right?
Man from country.
All right, big up yourself, Patrick.
Yeah. So what's the question again? Sorry.
So okay. So Patrick, as a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you decide you want to get married, what's
the point between? Yeah, I'm interested in being in a relationship with this woman too,
and I am ready.
I am ready to spend the rest of my life with this woman.
Trying to hang myself.
Okay. So y'all want to know like what I think is
your perspective of
the turning point, basically.
Yeah. What's different?
Speaking from personal experience, a long time ago. Anyway,
Sound like an old man, boy.
I know, right?
Yeah, dog. All of us getting old now. But anyway, back to the thing.
Hey. All right.
Oi. Okay.
All of us. Who is us?
Everybody. No one is aging backwards.
Let me get to what you're saying, because I know.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Like to me, I think over time there's a period in a relationship where, like, as you all had said on a past live, where like you evaluate your life with your partner. So over time, you start thinking, okay, am I comfortable? Am I happy? Can I do this every day for the rest of my life? Can I like see a future with this person? And I think after a period of time, based on, it's sort of like an invisible checklist where you like have certain things in your mind that you're thinking about, and you're looking and seeing if, you know, like this matches up with what you have in mind. I'm not saying that you need to tick everything off the checklist. That is kind of impossible, and it's a fruitless endeavor in my opinion. But over time, you come to the point where you're like, okay, cool. I see this can happen. I see this can go somewhere. I'm happy. And you don't really look towards anything else to achieve that happiness then. So it's like you're kind of in the spot that you want to be in already. So it's sort of like no officializing it then, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is how it is for me. But like that is just based on what I've seen and what I've experienced. For somebody else, it might be different. I'm just saying. For somebody else.
Agreed.
But you see, the thing is, most men will have the same like perception, like, or the same thoughts before getting married. I want to hear a woman's points of view.
Look, Carita reach.
Let me hear. I want to hear Carita. Patrick, just mute your mic for a minute.
Yeah, that's off. Go through.
Good night, guys.
Hi, Carita.
Hi. Josh, you called me out, so I had to come. I'm not camera ready, so don't mind me. But I wouldn't say that every woman is like ready to be married. I think that's just an assumption, because even for myself, I wouldn't say I was interested in being married before.
We can't tell. We can't tell.
True. But I think that's a wrong assumption for any man to make, that a woman just wants to be married, because sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't even like you that much to want to marry you. Wow. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So even if you add the dating phase and you think that, or she might be giving me vibes that she wants to be here long term, you know, maybe you should ask her, because yeah, that's just a general assumption.
But I mean, it's a conversation that needs to be had in a conversation.
I agree.
In our relationship. Sorry.
I agree.
Exactly.
A conversation.
But I feel like
check the whatever mind. Erlen.
Let's hear what Erlen have to say. Because that's a fair point. Carita made. I never considered that. You know, you be in a relationship with somebody as a woman that you wouldn't consider them to be marriage material. But that's I mean, I guess.
Hi.
The commitment.
Hey, Erlen.
Hey, Rod, what's up? I'm good, and you guys? Well, y'all having fun.
Erlen,
Yeah.
big up yourself. You've been in the chat a while and all night.
Hey, yo. So, yeah. So, anyways, I guess we'll know over to that. But what she said about sometimes y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what she said about sometimes we're not even ready. But the thing is, most times men only engage to us when we're giving them the signal like we're ready to get married. Like, you know, because most times we have to wait on y'all to ask us, you know.
But that is a norm. That's social.
Traditionally,
normal,
exactly.
Yeah. But me, if I'm supposed to get married, it has to be with somebody that I consider my best friend. Very supportive, makes me laugh a lot, and I know I can build with, you know. That's my take. And I mean, everybody's different, because I find nowadays a lot of people are getting married because of opportunity, and you know, then the marriages are not. I'm like, are they even taking this serious? You know, to me, I take marriage very serious. Like, I'm not going to get married.
Don't mind the people business.
But Erlen, what do you need to see in a man for you to say that, okay, I can marry him?
Yeah, so as I said, like, I know I can go to that person and tell that person, you know, share anything with, like my best friend, you know. He's very supportive, you know. How I should say, very determined, like to build himself, or you know, motivated to, you know, get things done. And
So
that is
is
likewise for myself too. I would be that I am not going to get married unless I know I am matching my man or husband's level, to be honest.
so
You know?
what about in terms of
Ellen.
money? How much money does he have to make?
Well,
Be
no,
making?
Brad,
Actually,
add to that, Brad. Let me add to that. Besides the money, I want to know how long does it take for you to know. So after I answer the money part, I want to know how long does it take for you to be in the boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
How much money would a man need to make in order for you to say, okay,
to
I can
make, to
marry
be
him?
honest, I prefer to build with my man. He could come from nothing and we move to something. You
Really?
understand?
So you
Yes.
marry a man with nothing?
Come on, right now at my age, I would not meet a man that does not have anything, though.
What? They
Right,
have
I
a
like
lot
that.
of men that don't
I
have.
like
They have a
that.
lot of men
I
that
like
don't
that.
have anything.
I'm taking a shot at
Well, because no, to be honest, I would feel like when you reach your 30s, you're supposed to already get in there.
That
If
is
you're
true.
not, you're 30 and you're not getting there, something's wrong. You understand?
Where's
So I'm
man
not going to
that?
go pick up.
Where's
Where's
man
man that? You understand? So I'm not going to go pick up a guy like that. Means you're not serious about life. I'm trying to build, and you are 30 and you're not pushing yourself to be more.
So what if you met him and building and so, and he invested a lot into a business and the business broke down and he lost everything? What would you do
I would
then?
still be with him because you know what? I'm gonna have his back because I chose to be with him for better.
For
You
how long?
understand? Oh,
What if it takes a couple of years before
no,
anything
because
improves?
listen to me. Sometimes we can. Now,
Exactly.
for me,
Sometimes
I
they
am
reaching the pressure. Pressure does change thing, you know.
no pressure. We're gonna
You
go
can't
through
take
it
it again.
together, and to because come on, if my man failed, then I'm failing also. I don't
Big
want to fail.
facts. Yeah, team,
You
man.
understand? A
Hey,
team.
if it's
Yeah.
your husband, we're not talking about your husband here.
No,
We're
I'm
about
talking
your
about my
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Yes, because come on, if you can do it outside of marriage, why are you getting it into it?
Because in marriage, both of y'all thing tied up, y'all
Uh,
finances tied up.
mhm.
Outside of the marriage, you could still have separate thing. Like I have my thing and you have your
Yes,
thing.
yes, and I believe in that.
But it's more than just the actor, it's the mindset. A lot of people forget
Not
that
everybody is the same, but I can only speak on my part.
the mindset that you need
Mhm.
to, well, not
Brad,
need
check the
to
Zoom.
have,
The Zoom waiting
but the
participants.
mindset that it takes and the maturity it requires to be committed to somebody 100% wholeheartedly is totally different from being in a relationship. I could talk to you and do
Listen, it have some females that can, or man that could be with more than one person at a time. That's on them. But it has some females, man horning them or not, they still loyal. You understand?
But I
Because
love.
that's just not
They
them.
say horn is love.
Not even horn. Not is
Horn is
about.
love.
Let your wifey hear you saying that she gonna deal with.
What's not everybody
You
else?
say you watch it in the corner, eh?
You can't stay by me. I can tell you that much. You can't stay by me.
Listen, when, as they say, love is blind. You know, when you love somebody that much, you don't see other people. You don't see like, oh, I love my man, and that's just my man I love. Period. You understand?
Love don't work that way though.
Dog, love do work that way.
What it does,
Love
say
is
some people-
unconditional. It does not puffed up. Brad, you don't want me to go through that scripture text
My
right
quoting
now.
scripture for all of you. But people don't care about scripture again. We live in a secular society.
But yo, I actually agree with Erlen. I know a lot of relationships in Grenada that's just like that. I know an individual right now, like literally at this point, the man have an outside child with his wife. Like, not with his wife, he have an outside child, and he have his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And she with him. Her thing is, once he come home in the night, she okay with that.
Nah, I can't do them kind of thing there.
But
You understand?
you see, at that point in time,
But the thing, if it does happen and I decide, okay, I'm forgiving him and I'm moving forward, then I'm going to try to accept the child. I mean, y'all just need to give us a time. You understand? Sometimes y'all just want us to. What do you mean? Y'all just want us to get it today and tomorrow forgive. That cannot happen.
That's right.
That cannot happen. Y'all have to give us some time to get ourselves together And then
I
afterwards,
know we're ready for all yeah. You see these
because
things?
your man could do something today and all you feel, oh, well, why should I forgive me tomorrow? That cannot happen. Because I bet if we did you all it, all the world end when we do you all them shit.
Pause for a moment. When Jesus was on the cross,
Oh God.
what did he say?
Yes, prophet, let me hear you.
Them, for they do not what they do. So while it can be so,
God said that. We didn't say that. You understand me? God said that. We didn't say that. You understand? So don't get me confused, because we're not God. You understand? We're not God. So, that's what I'm saying. So if it's for better, well, let us say better or worse. I will say better and for better. You understand? But
let me hear what Reese had to say, because she on.
Yes, Reese.
Yes,
So
I had
Reese like thing now.
Yeah, I'll know this. Y'all were talking about being blind in love, right?
What's going on?
Go ahead, Reese.
And I have two things to say. The first thing I have to say is that is a fact.
What
Let
is a
me
fact?
tell you.
What is a fact?
Blind in love, making your emotions as a female, and I am speaking from experience, because I was engaged at a very young age.
We didn't know that. Somebody didn't post on social media.
When she tell me, I say, what?
What she told you? The first time I hear that.
Yes, and it was a scenario of being blind in love, because when I tell you a female could sit and take, I'm not a guy, so I can't say a guy could do that too, but a female could sit and take brick upon brick upon brick of scenarios, stress, and everything, adjust her life to make. You remember what we were talking about in the podcast episode 9 with adjusting, a female adjusting her life to please her boyfriend, to please her
No. I feel you're trying to make us look sexist. We never say that.
We did say that.
Ladies, we never say nothing about females adjusting.
Guys, go back to episode 9.
People adjusting, both male and female in a relationship, not just the females.
Yes.
No, but we did say that the males does adjust more, because we end up doing everything that a woman wants to do. But when we ask the woman to do things that we want, they always telling us, "Oh, go with your boys."
So read from chapter 1 to chapter 10. Don't read chapter 4 and then come and tell them women. No.
Okay. So I am saying that when it comes to speaking from experience, it happens because it have some females out there that would literally change the way you live, the way, like, change certain things that you like to please him. You understand? And as a female, you're not seeing that, okay, this is not how it's supposed to be, because you see him, you have him up on a pedestal, like, okay, I am going to do this because I want this man to be my husband. I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. We do stupid things. I'm telling you, it happens. But at the end of the day, maturity falls in place. So this is where I go into number 2 now, because I know of a scenario where a married couple got pregnant, and a girl outside that the husband was with got her pregnant as well. Same time. The kids were born around the same time. And at this point in time, this woman, she took in that child and she is loving that child like her own. She grew this child with her next child. Brothers, tight as I know what, as her own. And she accepted that child. And that is a different level of maturity here. This is love. This is understanding. This is reality. because she wasn't going to mash up she wasn't just dawning on what we call, the negativity in the relationship. She took that and she molded her relationship and is stronger than ever now. And I heard this lady speak from her perspective, saying that people looking in from the outside are saying, well, how she could do that? You know, your husband on you and you're taking in child, blah, blah, blah. I would have never do that or whatever, but you don't know what they've been through together. And this is why I say it goes both ways. Because remember, as I said, I was engaged at a very young age. And
wait, pause. What is young though?
21.
That is not young enough.
That's young, boy. What the hell?
Wait, Wadi. Wadi.
Watch now. I know.
Wadi, what you have to say?
I know. Start going fet and thing. I just losing my virginity.
Wait. Oh. So you're not a virgin?
Oh, so he said okay.
Books I read. Books.
But
So,
but go ahead.
So when I say very, this is a woman that was married for some years, and she husband decide to have a kid and blah 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 blah. And using my scenario as an example, you could see this is two scenarios that is a perfect example of maturity and being ready, and you ain't gonna put that down the drain for nothing. I'm not saying that I could not do the same thing, but I am young and I have my life in front of me. So, and I saw different things that could have bettered myself as an individual. So I had to take it that way. But this woman, I'm not going to say that I don't rate this woman, because I rate her at the level of maturity she sits on right about now, because I don't know who woman would literally take in a child and grow that child like her own, love that child like her own, and make that child feel at home at the end of the day. That's what I have to say.
All right, Reese, thank you.
Hold up. Come closer. We're not hearing you. So Tara is saying that the child is innocent.
The child is an innocent party. And touching on the marriage itself, that's between you, God, and the husband. So nobody else can make you leave the marriage. So people from the outside could say, oh, that woman's stupid, oh, that woman, what she taking the people, them child for, them kind of things there. But that between, I can understand what I say.
Just talk Grenadian.
But that
Talk Grenadian.
between you and your Lord, and you're married. You leave it to the foot of the cross, and whatever happen after that. But your conscience as a woman is clear because you did nothing to step out of your marriage.
Very woman to her. Anyways, so Reese say, so Reese, while we partly agree with you with some of the points, we want to hear from another female. We saw a lot of comments. Crystal, you were saying something. Unmute yourself and you can talk now. Crystal Day. She was saying something in the chat.
I personally agree with that. I feel like love isn't love if it doesn't go both ways.
Yo, hold on. Unmute. Erin, what's
Erilyn?
Erilyn, unmute. Erilyn, say what you had to say. I want you to say it in the chat. Ask the question in the chat. Ask the question in the chat. In the Zoom chat.
Check.
Ask it in the Zoom chat, Erilyn. Come. Ask it in the Zoom chat. Unmute yourself. We want to hear in the Zoom.
Tara,
No, hold on. She have to ask the question.
Yeah.
No, she have to ask it in the Zoom. Let me want to hear in the
Tara
Zoom.
would chop Jack.
Early, I'm a doctor. That's all I had to say. I don't.
That's a threat.
You would chop him. You're mad.
Let me tell you, where love and infatuation come in. Because my mother and my father was together for 20 years. Bear in mind, my sister is 2 weeks younger than me. The other one a year older than me. My brothers and them
Different mothers,
6 months apart.
Different mothers.
And my mother stayed with my father for 20 years with all these children. That is infatuation. That wasn't no love.
Facts. Love is never one.
Love is who she would know. My stepfather for the past 17 years.
I disagree though.
Only man. You disagree?
Yeah. I think a woman. I think
that we know of it.
I know, but I think a woman cannot love two men at the same time, but a man can love
100.
I don't
exactly.
agree.
Infinity.
The moment a woman starts loving another man, she loses love for the previous man.
For one. Yeah.
Fair enough. But
why, Brad? Because they work on emotions.
Yeah.
And
We just
not
different like
on
that.
logics. When we love, we put love on a particular side of that person and not on the whole person.
But
The
that's the thing. Women and men love different, right?
On the entire individual.
A man loves.
Unmute Erlyn.
A man loves with his resources, his time, and stuff like that. A woman loves with her body.
Exactly.
That's how she shows her love, by giving her body to the man. A man shows his love by giving his resources and his time and security for that woman.
Wait, hold on.
In my opinion.
Diamond have a lot to say about this. I want to hear what she had to say.
But she don't say she had something to say.
Well,
or she in this thing.
Yeah. She
who wants to unmute?
Erlyn, and then Diamond, and then somebody else was talking.
Diamond said, I have nothing to say.
What? You just said that we use our bodies?
Yeah, you show love to your man by giving your body and everything to him. So whether it's in working hard to rear the children or to make children or whatnot, a woman would use their body.
Okay, so you said that. So Tara said that her mother who's her mother is with now is love. But you know, Tara, your mom went through so much with your dad that I think she'd already emotionally checked out by the time, so she could have just, you know what, I'm done and I'm giving my best to someone else. This is most times that's what happens in relationships, because you'll be wondering, well, how she just go and get married or deal with somebody else so fast? Because listen, that woman already knew that, you know what, I just dealing because I have kids with him or something. And when she's ready and she sees someone that is potentially a better person, that's how most women work, eh? We already see the next man after you if you're not doing right, you know.
So
that is how
a second plan.
It's not a second plan. Sometimes we don't even talk to the sometimes we don't even talk to the person.
I'm kidding though. I'm kidding.
Chelsea, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
What doesn't work like that, Chelsea? I don't understand. Unmute yourself and talk, because we don't understand what it's.
Yeah,
that's how we give our bodies to men. That's how we love. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, fine. Listen. Okay, let me ask you a question. What do women want the most from men? What do you stand to gain? What do you stand to gain?
Women, everybody, all the women mute. And after Brad makes this comment, I want every one of you on the Zoom chat to say what you have to say.
What you think?
I want to hear. I want to hear from each of you all.
Okay, so I type it in the chat.
What do you think? No, tell me right now. What do you think? What do you think a man wants from a woman?
Me? What a man wants from a woman, or what a woman wants from a man?
What's a man? What do you think? I want to hear you say you disagree with what I'm saying that a man wants. So I want you to tell me.
No. I'm disagreeing with you saying that, like, the way us women love is by giving our bodies to men. That's what I'm disagreeing.
That's how you show love to a man. I don't want nothing else.
Okay. So what you're saying is you need to rephrase what you're saying.
When I say a body, I don't only mean physical.
That's
body,
what
I mean like everything.
So you have to reiterate what you're saying and be very specific. So you're saying that what men want, what they're most happy with, is that, not particularly saying that us women, what we want and how we just.
That's not a question. Woman wants. I'm talking about from a man.
Okay.
What I want and how I would feel love. What I want and how I would feel love is if you devote your body and your time and all your energy to me.
Because how you just said that statement as that's I guess why everybody disagree with you. Because you made it sound as
Everybody
if
didn't disagree. The women disagreed. The men agreed.
anyways, it made it sound as if like that's basically all we have to offer.
No, I didn't say that's all you have to offer. That's
But
all.
anyway, but
Go ahead.
even if, and I've been seeing this a lot, women are how can you dictate what a man wants?
Exactly.
What he decides he wants. You can't tell me. You cannot.
It's like,
in any situation.
It's like
because I can't tell you I cannot
like,
tell you
don't know
what you want from a man, but you could tell me what I want from a woman. That is ridiculous. That will never fly. You
What
will
I said that?
always- No, not
What
you.
No, we just talking in
Not
general.
you.
We're not attacking you.
Does he have you tied
I'm
up?
generalizing a lot of things I'm seeing where a lot of women are saying,
oh no, you don't.
This or that about what a man wants. How can you say what a man wants? When a man is representing his fellow kind that this is what we want. How can you say that we wrong? This is what we want.
Exactly.
Whether
You might not agree with it, but this is what we want.
Whether what you agree with it or not is a totally different conversation. But if all I want is sex, how can you tell me that I'm wrong? How? This is what I want. And that happens way too much. You cannot dictate.
It's like
you cannot dictate. You
it's
control
like,
the sex. Men control the relationship.
Exactly.
Understand that.
It's like
every single time.
It's like every organization that is formed with an anti-this. All they do is force people to believe what they believe and to go with what they're saying and not listening to what other people are saying.
Women do not
and
listen.
that is
Well,
what
not
exactly
women, not
the
just women,
situation
but
is.
a
No, but
lot
basically
of
these
women-
a lot of women, they don't
a
listen.
lot of women do
They
not
don't
listen.
listen. All they do is like they're in a relationship, a
Wow.
man says something and all they hear is submit. All they're hearing from that whole sentence is submit, submit, submit.
They
I
hear
am
what they
right,
want to
I
hear.
am right, I am right. They never listen to, oh babe, yes, you could go ahead. You could go ahead with getting whatever you want at the store. No, because all they're hearing is submit, submit, submit. And it's that is all.
Chelsea have something to put. She have a rebuttal.
Okay, like my loyalty lies with the girls, obviously, but I mean, I do have to admit that us women do tend to do that. Like, we tend to visualize what we want from the relationship and figure that the man has to fall in line with what we want, even though that's not necessarily what he wants. And that's why we find ourselves in a lot of problems, in a lot of toxic relationships, because we have a tendency to assume that because this is how we want to see it go, that he just has to fall in line instead of just leaving and finding someone that's more compatible with what you want.
Exactly. Value yourself. If the man not offering you what you want, if he just wants sex and you just want sex,
leave.
Get the hell out.
Exactly.
It's not that simple.
No, but remember earlier we said women always
Somebody said something.
find a
It's not
way
that simple.
to bank on what's not reality.
Patrick, say unmute him.
Women always find a way to bank on what's not reality. So they always find a way to love something that's not there. They like
what they think.
I don't want to sound rude. I don't want to sound like disrespectful.
But you're rude at this.
But women love lies.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, sorry to cut you, but someone said it's not that simple. Why is it not that simple?
Because women complicated.
No. That is towards them saying it's not that simple to leave. Why is it not that simple?
Oh, why is it not that simple? Because the dick game strong.
So who fault
sorry,
is that?
because the game is strong.
But then who fault is that?
Why are you yelling? That's what I want to know. Why are you yelling?
And right up in the mic.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, she said not is not only that. Then what is it? Tell us.
Yeah. So who's responding, women? Tell us why is it not that easy to leave?
Tell us.
We listening.
Did you not just say we more emotionally invested than men? Did you not just say we love with our bodies? So yes, as Josh pointed out, if the big game strong, where you want the woman to go?
Yo, Roche, unmute yourself and just speak.
Yeah, there is it. Yeah, there use it.
Yeah, go ahead. Roche.
Listen, right? Now, y'all have this thing saying how, it's not a hard to because it's not. Like if you throw me down with your third leg and I break my foot, how y'all gonna get up by myself? I can't.
I've never heard that before.
Yo, you see that is a communication that we like. Like we need to know, like what turns you on, like what has you in this relationship? Because a lot of the times men get it twisted. Like it's not just about we want to get married. No, some relationships is not based on that.
What were you looking for when you were getting married?
Somebody asked me that.
Yes, Erlen asking you, Josh, specifically.
You don't know about sending kids people.
Okay.
I don't talk.
Idiot.
I dropped my cup.
Reese, say unmute her. She has something to say. Brady here?
Yeah, unmute her.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the ladies standing strong tonight, and I'm so happy that we're doing this because remember in episode 9 where y'all was saying, right? Y'all started grin already.
No,
we just realized you're real like episode 9.
I mean,
yeah, because we speak a lot of things in episode 9 too, and I was listening. And a lot of people was telling me, Reese, why I didn't say this when they said this and why I didn't say that? I say because you have to let them speak. Say things just come back and we're going to drop it back on them.
We lying.
That's petty, Reese.
We not lying.
Listen. And wifey, what's her name? Roche?
No.
And Chelsea, let me just say this, and I'm going to say it. Y'all trying to say a lot of things, but y'all kind of contradicting yourselves in a way because we are emotional. Y'all said this, y'all preach this, y'all rub that in my face and tell me, Reese, remember, is the logic. Reese, is the logic. Listen, all you remember that? No, we are not females. Let me tell you, a female. Y'all see Justin does be preaching a lot on Instagram, eh? Females, but this emotional thing about us, we would not even give you the time of the day if we sit down and think about, boy, that person could be my husband. And I'm telling you this, we sit and we think a lot. This emotional part of us, it has our mind running 24/7. Right? So we are not going to even entertain a conversation with you if we don't like you. That's number one. If we are attracted to you, that's number one. Number two, when it comes to moving up from just talking to you, when going out and these type of stuff, you would be able to tell if I like you or not. If I'm shy, yes, okay, whatever, but y'all
will be able to tell. Well, what's the next, please?
Was the bar?
Yes, exactly. You remember that? So
you thought you could marry that guy?
No.
You saw yourself
yes,
marrying
I did
that
like
guy?
him. I did say I did like him.
That is why, sorry to cut you, that is why I wanted to be unmuted. You said this dude started to complain about his gas and all kind of thing. You're still going to the bar.
I did say that I did like him. That is the point.
You're still going to the bar. You wait.
But Patrick, you reach far.
Well, no, I just tried to.
I did like him.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wasn't
I did like him.
Wasn't an hour late? 3 hours late.
Exactly.
3 hours late.
Exactly.
But I did like him.
Call somebody and direct him to your place.
Send a picture.
Even we send a picture on Snapchat.
You see? So it's just as you said, it's your words.
No, but I did like him. That's my point.
After that.
Yeah,
to reach all the, I did like him.
But you didn't think to yourself, maybe I can like a guy that can't keep his word and always late like this?
Of course, but from the jump, I did. From the jump, I still like him. That's my point. That attraction was there from the jump. He
Okay,
had
so
little. Those. Josh. Let me ask you a question. And I know wifey listening. So come to the mic. Unmute yourself. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Josh.
Go ahead.
Did you just see wifey and say, okay, that is wifey?
Yes.
Or did she have what she said?
Yes.
No, don't lie.
Wifey say yes.
So the woman answer you.
Yes, I believe you, babe. I believe you, babe.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Give the real story.
Mr. Man.
Josh, don't let us expose you.
Give the real story.
But CJ, we could expose him because the first night when he saw her,
I want
to hear
what was my plan, ma'am? What was my plan?
Josh's plan when he started SGU was to hit every country.
Hello?
That was his plan.
We don't know that.
Anyway,
I don't know nothing about that. If I heard that plan,
I don't like this.
no.
I don't like this slander all you have on the pan. I not you. We are
And then he saw a Kititian girl walking down her step with piercings all through her ear and some pretty brown eyes, and he got stuck.
Okay. So Josh, let me ask you this question now. I know wifey feisty. I can tell, and she does put you in your place when it needs to be placed there.
Let me just put this out there.
I tried to tell him.
I am the man in this relationship. I wear the
pants. You can't say that, dog.
No, but that's the thing. The thing is, he knows when to submit.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes he let her have her way, and then I guess she knows when to listen to him. It's a balance now. It's a balance.
Of course. That's a good point.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, guys, remember to mute your.
So I was asking Josh, right? During that date and during those 9 years, them 7 years, it had parts. I don't want to say what I didn't say, but I did think we spoke about that as well in the episode 9. But it had times where you would think about, is this really what I want? Is this worth it? Not so. Yes or no?
Yes, it had time.
Thank you. So this is where I'm getting at. So
a matter of fact, right before we had a big argument. I can't remember what it was on. Like a real freaking big argument. Like it was so freaking big. I was like, I'm blocking you.
Clearly unblocked her. Wifey was supposed to be the wifey.
Huge argument. Yeah, it was a huge argument. I was like, I'm blocking you. Don't talk to me again. Like real argument.
Big argument, and it was over some dumb shit. It was me.
As usual.
It was screenshots that was left in my phone from me and my best friend messaging my ex, asking if he still miss me. But that time, me and Josh was already together.
No, it wasn't.
Why do you have those screenshots there? What the hell?
But hold on. You hear what she said? That was me being stupid. How many women would say? How many women would?
But women never stupid, boy.
I was being stupid in that.
Let me tell y'all something. It have a lot of females out there that admit to their wrong. Okay, y'all just never stumble upon them.
Hold on. Yeah, clearly we doesn't.
Brandon, join the chat.
Only when all they get caught. Just like men. All they like to say, all it different from men and men is this and men is that. But it's the same thing for women. She had to get caught for Josh to see that, for her to realize I was stupid.
No, she know it was stupid before.
So why she had the screenshots for?
But that does be the same with us though. But we just ain't gonna say shit.
You know, I had a situation like that when I saw something that I guess wasn't meant for me to see. And the thing is, we had to go out. We had to go out. We had to go out. Right? We had to go out right after I saw that. So while we was out, I'm a man. I like to speak with my music. Right? So I'm playing the music. I'm playing the music in the car. I'm playing the music in the car. Me driving along. I use the music to show real talk. So I play the real Neo, you know the new Lie to Me?
Making love, no.
Neo Lie to Me. I put in Neo Lie to Me and thing. Real talk for her. And then she get a point though, but she was real sad and thing, and then I started to feel sorry for her and then started to play some more upbeat music.
So many emotional ladies. Look at
Brad.
Roche spilling some facts. Let me just put that out there.
Roche, come on the chat, come in the Zoom and speak. Because we want the listeners to hear what you guys are
saying
in the chat.
Yeah.
So any woman that gets caught wanted to be caught.
I was saying any woman that gets caught wanted to be caught because
hold on, what?
Any woman that gets caught wanted to be caught.
Nah, trust and believe that women can't lie.
I don't agree with that.
Josh,
I don't agree with that at
So
all.
any woman that gets
Roche,
caught wanted to be caught.
Roche,
Let me
so
tell
to
you why.
piggyback on that.
Let me tell you why.
Wait, Josh. So to piggyback on that, Roche,
No,
we can
let me
say
tell you why.
that women cheat. That women cheat more than men. They just don't get caught, right?
Yeah, because
You didn't
listen
say that.
right? Listen to this. I never said that we are cheat more than men. I said if
Well,
we
how
get
would we know? We can't catch all it.
But that's a fact.
So I don't know why a woman would get sloppy with whatever she lying about.
Just like men.
Yeah.
Just like men.
No, men sloppy with it from the beginning.
Facts.
Nah,
That's very true. That is very true.
Nah, don't get that. Don't
That's very true.
But let me just say why women get caught. Earlier, Brad made a statement, and like you guys weren't listening. When women start cheating, they begin to get very
distant.
Distant with their current partner.
It's displacement.
It's not necessarily getting caught though.
Listen. Hello. Don't let me kick you out of the line. Don't talk over me, okay? Do not talk over me. Let me just finish saying what I'm saying. No.
Tell him again, Brad. Tell him again.
No, listen to me. Women, once they start getting invested in a relationship with somebody who is not their boyfriend or their husband, they would start giving their attention to another nigga. They can't multitask in relationships because it's linked to their emotions.
It's heavy.
No, it's not like it's a fact.
Most women. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule, right?
Of course, it's
but
not.
Most women start drifting from if they have somebody else. They start drifting from that first person.
No, they can't.
No, the difference here.
They can't lie.
The difference.
Hold on. Let me finish, Cleavon.
The difference here is about observation.
Let me tell you what would happen. Let's say they were a woman with John. During sex with John, they would behave a way with John initially before the cheating starts. When they start cheating and they start having sex with John, but in a relationship with Tom, they would start thinking about Tom while having sex, and guess what? The sex would not be emotionally connected as it was before initially. So that for itself would make a difference because the guy would realize, but no, normally she flinging it up and she more into it.
The difference is a lot of guys don't realize because men do not pay attention.
Well,
we might.
Because we're different.
We might. But
different.
A lot of men do not pay attention to the things you do in sex. Oh, why is she closing she eyes all of a sudden? Never used to. She would look me in my eyes when we did missionary.
Bro,
no, she eyes closed. Why?
Different.
She imagining somebody else.
But she thinking about somebody else.
Exactly.
So that's all.
But guess what?
But you have to be observant.
With men, no. How you holding a man? Text message. Time.
We talking. We too.
You see that extra
charges on the credit card. It's like things so obvious.
But it's an ego thing for us.
It's an ego.
I can get
definitely
away
an ego
with it
thing.
regardless. I don't have
It's
to
definitely an ego thing. It's never substance. It's never in-depth feelings.
Reese, have a question.
I mean, don't get it twisted. You could love two females at the same time. Wally say that earlier on.
Wally say we could love 4.
But that is a fact because men are logical. Men are logical. The reason why we could love 4 at the same time because we love one because she could cook good. We love the next one because she body good. We love the next one because she could have a conversation. We love the next one because she's smart.
Men just tend to love more, so we can afford to love women. Love more.
That is a monge.
Oh, Carita has something to say.
I am kidding.
And then you'll get Reese. All the way winding down just now, huh? Reese, let me hear what you're saying first. Go ahead.
I have one question. So does that mean that on the low, men is more emotional than females?
No.
It's never about emotions, darling. It's not about emotions, yeah? It's not about emotions. It's all
I like how she tried to spin it, eh? Men more emotional.
It's not, it's about logics, yeah? You see, men think about the situation they're in. Women work on how they feel. So it's like, okay, don't get it twisted with emotions is not love, is not like. It's feeling.
But y'all thinking about so wait.
But not every Reese, not every female gets those feelings from us, though. That's the difference.
Exactly.
Y'all don't know how to divide your feelings from the act. We do.
Reese, remember when you came on the chat some episodes ago? Remember we had a whole conversation about men knowing what to say and how to play the game. So guess what? So guess what? If men know how to play the game, that's logics. So guess what? We would know what to tell you to make you feel a certain way. And guess what? We're playing with your emotions.
Don't say that. Take that back.
Right.
Oh, it's a fact. Men, logic's playing with your emotions. Logic's playing with your feeling. Result to your emotions being involved. Now, men who is using logics and not emotions at that point, we're using experience. We're using piece of the feeling. We're using what we think could work at that point in time, which is equal to logics.
I taken real notes.
We use to conquer whatever
to get the best result.
Yo, Josh, right now you're talking algebra to them.
Yeah, they don't they're really not catching it, boy.
They never catch it. Hold on, Carita has something to say. Carita, say what I say.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think you guys.
Sorry, I'm not selling all the out.
Hold on.
I think you guys underestimate women a lot. In my opinion, I think women are probably more skilled in hiding things from a man than a
All
man.
leave all the screenshot on all your phone.
Hold on.
The screenshot messages
from experience.
Hey,
let you finish.
Have you guys ever heard like excuses from men when it comes to like if they had to go somewhere and they line up? Have you ever heard men excuses? That could never be logic. Y'all don't have logic.
And all let us fall for it.
Well, you know why though?
Yes, but maybe I would say women are probably more vulnerable, but not all women. Like I said, I really think, and I believe women could definitely divide feelings in if they have two guys.
Jesse said something in the chat, and that is a fact.
We're not saying
because the guys who make all the find out, they just don't care. They don't care.
There's a big difference.
Same with women. Sometimes we just don't care. Let me hear
Erlen how to say. Erlen, what are you saying on this piece now?
Oh, sorry, not Jesse. The guy from South Park.
But the difference is, out of 5, y'all will care at least 3. Out of 5, will care once.
Roche snitching on she girls.
Y'all really gonna go down the road and say we are not better than y'all after Eve done eat a whole apple and bring it to y'all and she made Adam eat that apple? Are we really gonna go down that road?
No. Exactly. We were thinking logical. We were thinking
logical. Y'all are the same. Because listen, y'all should talk to. Go ahead.
Hold on. at that point in time, when Adam was in the Garden of Eden with Eve, how much other women was around?
Well, in the garden there was none, but outside of the garden there were.
Exactly. So why will we throw Eve under the bus and say, now we ain't eating the apple when we know we won't get more pum pum? We want more pum pum, so we eat it too and we go with Eve. That is the smartest thing to do. That is logical thinking.
Lord of mercy, listen, we let y'all make us feel like right now we just give all of the apple and let all eat it and think, okay, that's sweet. When we done how we apple and we back our we hand for someone else already, y'all really think we are 10 steps ahead of you all, because y'all be talking about, oh, y'all could make us feel this way when all you don't really feel that way. Come on. That is for people who are gullible and not females that are strong-minded.
Nah,
you understand?
I disagree completely. You know why? There are far too many women in our inbox and in our messages asking for advice on guys. Just to approach a guy. Just the bare minimum.
But check the waiting list.
You know that is.
Hold on.
Nobody there.
Check
the
the waiting
bare
list,
minimum.
Nobody there.
Okay.
The bare minimum. If the majority of them cannot get over the emotions that consume them for the bare minimum to approach a guy, you're telling me that you can, and I'm not saying it never happens, but on a general basis, that you will be more logical than a man in that.
Listen, CJ. I don't think that, most times, when we want advice is when we want to ignore red flags. You understand? Like, oh God, tell me what that he's trying to show. You understand? So we come to our brother and we say, yo, you think that this is the boy? Because
then you've
as
already
we go
lost.
back to.
If you're ignoring the red flags that are obvious, then you've ignored the logical side of you. You've lost. You don't have a say in that matter then. You've lost.
Okay.
There's no game to play again. You've given to your emotions.
Well, we're not playing a game. That's the thing. We wasn't playing the game first of all. You just show us, okay, you're just going to just make sure and let me know, okay, then he's on games. I know to step back. You understand?
But women don't work with that
until it's too late.
Exactly.
Y'all ignore the red flags.
Exactly. Because women don't work on logic. They work on emotions. Even though you could physically say that right now. Sorry, CJ. But you could physically say, oh, yeah, if a guy playing games, I would recognize. No, you would not.
Josh,
you know why? Because
Josh, you're married right now, so you're not being on logic, right? You'll be on emotions, right?
Well,
right?
Yeah,
right?
I got converted. But
okay, so good, understandable.
But I can still speak on what I knew before.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to make sure.
So here what happened. So women like how you spoke about what you're speaking about. What you're speaking about. No. You would not see that a guy is playing games with you. Why?
Because we don't want to see that.
Not because you don't want to see it, because you don't have a choice in seeing
it. What do you mean we don't have a choice?
You're emotionally invested. You're not logically invested. Your feelings.
No, that goes back to females that don't know themselves and they just say
it has nothing to do
how long does it take? How long does it take a female to get to know herself though? It doesn't just happen overnight.
No, you remember y'all talked about before about when females are insecure about themselves is because they're not their self-love, let's just say that. You understand?
But that comes with time.
A lot of females, you have a lot of females that are low self-esteem. Let me put it like that. You understand?
And how do you build up self-esteem and so it's over time?
That
it doesn't just
happen. That is on them. Exactly. I can't talk about a female. Really, that is for Oprah to deal with, not me, Dr. Phil. You understand? Because that's a hard thing. Because honestly, self-love is a long journey of saying you could reach to a point of saying, okay, I love myself, but you still have more to go. Everybody, you understand?
I hear. Who next?
A few people. Patrick, say unmute him.
Patrick?
And then Jesse.
Jesse talking again?
And then Chelsea.
You sure?
Huh?
Yeah, so I was listening for a little while and you said ladies are like what 10 to 15 steps ahead. I find that real hard to believe considering the fact that y'all not going to shoot your own shot, one. Two, y'all giving chances to people who are directly manipulating you and destroying your lives. Are confused.
Facts.
I am confused. I swear to God, I'm confused because, like, how you give a dude that purposefully destroyed your life a second chance? You're gonna shoot your shot at a guy that likes you, maybe, but you're not sure what's going on.
Chelsea daughter.
Because he don't say nothing. So you're not gonna say nothing, not knowing where anything could go, but you're gonna give the guy that you know directly is not good for you chance and the forgiveness and the rest of chances later down the line. I'm confused. Hold on, you said men hardly like women to approach them? Not all men would want that, but it would be refreshing to know, okay, yeah, somebody's interested. We appreciate that from time to time, you know. It's nice to know.
We could do a
Sorry to
survey.
cut you, Cleaver.
We could do a survey about that and ask guys.
Yeah.
Women will get back to you on that. We'll do a survey and we'll show you the results.
Men, okay, yes. Men,
No, we don't even have to do a survey. Tell those women that are saying that nonsense, shoot your shot directly. Just try it. Have 90%
and see what happens.
90% of those will not send a message. They won't. And those that saying it, I've had conversations with them, and they will not. They rather go and cry. Anyway, I don't want to put
But the thing with women is that
I don't want to put nobody on blast.
Women don't like to be rejected now.
No,
so
they
they think that if they shoot their shot, you should say yes.
But
If you
hold on,
don't say
Brad.
yes, then it's a deal breaker.
Somebody just say they invest a lot. That's why it's hard to move on. So you rather invest more and lose more than cut your losses? That's what you're saying?
Logics don't exist here.
Bad investment.
That's a bad in business. You would go broke if you do that.
All right, Jesse next.
Yeah, go through Jesse.
Jesse
Sorry,
and then
go
Chelsea.
through Southpaw J. Southpaw J.
Yeah, I mean,
Southpaw J, sorry.
Jesse left a while ago. So, obviously, I heard a lot. I can't remember all the
Get
stats,
out of
but
the room. Get out of the room. Get out.
Yeah?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
But the woman that said that women are 15 steps ahead from field research and from my experience, that's even though when you lot feel like that might be true, I'm telling you, a man can disassemble that in 2 steps. We don't really think about not being caught. We think about damage limitation because not being caught is impossible. So when women say we try and find a way not to be caught, that's why you get caught, because you're wishing for the impossible. Your emotions make you believe that that's true. We think about damage limitation. We might not tell you that we haven't done it, but we'll tell you that we've done it in a way that's least damaging to what you think actually happened. And that honesty that you believe that we have given you, you're saying if he's owned up to it anyway, you believe it's 100%. You can't believe that we've thought about all the steps further than that to bite the bullet but not kill us. And that's what it really is a game of chess. You guys are really playing checkers, but you know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I can't remember what the lady said. I can't remember her name. I didn't hear when her name was said, but she said about the loving men, when the loving 2 men, and then it was when Brad was talking about the body. I believe men can love 2 women because, well, I don't know about when they're married, but I believe they can love 2 women because it's a thing about gain. It's what you're gaining from either one. I know women tend to put all their eggs in one basket and they can't think of what anyone outside the relationship can offer them. But again, a logical person would be like, what's the gain from this, that? Not saying that it's right, but if we think about it logically and what we can gain from one woman, what we can gain from another woman, naturally a guy would be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Balance both of them at the same time. Yeah, thank you. That's the word. That's the word. Not that it's right. I'm not saying it's right, but it's possible. It's really possible for men, and it's not something that we see as like out of this world, completely wrong. But it's something that I don't know. Maybe down the line has been passed on to us generationally. But I don't agree with all of that. I'm just telling you from what I've read and what I've heard. So,
give me a point there, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Chelsea,
Thanks, thanks.
Something to say.
Southpaw
J.
I think Chelsea had something to say. We got to wrap up soon because it's almost been 3 hours.
Yeah, Let's wrap up.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, would you say that a man would cheat mostly to fuel his ego, and a woman would cheat if she finds there's something lacking?
No, we said
Because
Chelsea,
other episodes.
Chelsea.
But let she finish.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Because
like, I mean, I don't want to like generalize or stereotype, but like, let's say for example, like when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and everybody was like, how can you cheat on Beyonce? Like, she does everything, whatever. And it's like, I just find like women cheat mostly because they feel like something's lacking, and a guy would cheat mostly just genuinely to be selfish and to feel his ego.
Okay. No, Crystal.
Crystal,
No, you're a bit.
Hold on.
Okay, Crystal. Chelsea. No, men don't cheat because we're just lacking. We said to fulfill our ego. We do not.
But we said
it's not just that.
We said that many episodes.
But even tonight, we said to you that men are capable of loving more than one female because we don't work on emotions, we work on logics.
But I'm not asking that. I'm asking for the reason of you stepping us in the first place.
Hold on. Again, I will kick you off the room if you continue to speak over me. Right. So we don't cheat because of ego. We are capable of loving more than one person. We're not manipulative. No, we don't manipulate women. But no, we don't.
There's a different level to it, but we'll talk about that after you finish.
But listen, you spoke about Jay-Z and Beyonce. No, you idolize Beyonce. You make it seem like Beyonce is the woman that every man wants.
I say that.
Generally, women act like if Beyonce
like that's
is the pinnacle.
Perfect woman. She's not.
How do you know?
Beyonce is not even attractive to me. I don't even like Beyonce. No, listen, that is just for me as a man. Other man, Jay-Z, for instance, might love Beyonce 100%, but he loves Beyonce for who she is. Another woman comes along. She has a different personality, a different character to Beyonce.
Energy.
No, he has exactly. No, he loves the energy that the other woman presents. He doesn't love Beyonce any less. No. He loves her the same way. He is capable of loving more than one woman at the same time because they both.
We're
not saying that cheating is right. We're just saying that it's not about you.
There's different.
It's not. No, it's not about ego.
It is. Okay, because hold on. No.
About ego. Hold on. So why can't a man love? Why can't a man love two women? Hold on. Why can't a man love two women at the same time and it doesn't involve his ego?
Okay, Chelsea, what are you saying?
The breaks. What I'm saying is, okay.
But no, my thing is,
Josh, I'll mute you. Let Chelsea see what she's saying, please.
Okay, because
hold on.
What I'm saying is,
before she continues, how she just get to dictate the conversation? The man was
no, she gave Josh a long time to talk. That's why.
Well, I don't understand.
What kind of shit is that?
So,
she gave Josh talk a whole 5 minutes.
Let she talk. Because right now I'm being submissive. The one I hate the most, I'm going to be it right now.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
No,
go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not like, okay, if somebody cheats, right? More typically when a guy cheats is right off the bat. Like, okay, let's say he's with somebody, right? Like he has a girlfriend, he probably, I don't know, goes to a bar. He meets this girl one time, and then he probably ends up hooking up with her. A woman
It's
might
a hookup, dog. That has nothing to do with
what?
What? That has
That's so that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. It's still cheating though. It's still cheating though. There's no emotional connection. There's no nothing. You just see boss. You just see shawty one time, and boom, you cheat. Like
because we want to boom.
Okay, but it's still wrong. It's still feeding. It's still feeding your ego, though. But it's still feeding your ego. You're literally
at that point. Okay. So why can't that just be fulfilling our sexual wants? Why it has to be with ego?
So your ego.
They can fulfill.
No,
but Josh,
so your super ego.
Josh, hold on.
So
that sex is only attached to your
ego. It's not.
No, but Josh, we're not saying that.
So
we're not saying that
though. But if you see a girl one time,
just want to cook.
Wait.
Hold on.
If you meet a girl one time,
Chelsea, hold on. If you're not saying that, why give an example that insinuates
because if you meet a girl one time and you hook up with her, it's not because of emotion.
Just want to break.
That makes
you want to come.
Yeah, but okay. So Josh, how would you explain? You have your woman home. You have your woman home, right?
Ego dog.
Hold on, Chelsea.
What happened if she on she period?
That doesn't always be the case. Because there are a lot of women that are in relationships that the man not sexually satisfying them and they stay in. They might go on horn. It goes both ways. So trying to make this seem as though it's synonymous to men is asinine in the greatest way. But she's so what?
Mostly cheat for the ego, and women would cheat
so you're telling me women don't do the same thing?
Women can do the thing. We can have whole phase.
Okay, so men can have a whole face too.
But that's what we said. So we just have our whole face. We just break in.
We come in. Y'all ridiculous. You know why I say ridiculous? Because you're giving very generic and general situations and trying to make a specific point. That will never work. Never. That will never give you the answers you're looking for.
Maybe we should just
if you're going
let
to
men speak for men.
Hold on, Brad. If you are going to give a situation to make a point, do not make it very specific, because then you do not get the chance to say, I'm not saying this by using a very specific situation, because you are in fact making that exact same thing you're saying you're not making. It doesn't work. You're contradicting yourself.
All right, let me just say this. To help smooth over things, let men speak about the male perspective and females speak about the female's perspective. From now on, going forward. Let's avoid women telling us what men do.
But Brad, that's what they always doing.
But that's true.
That's what they always doing. And that's the point they fail to realize. That you can't say what you feeling and say that's how I feeling, because we're two different beings. We're men who think logically, and you're a woman that think emotionally. So you can't say because I go and bum my girl because of my ego. No, I just want to bum something.
So if you just want to bum something, why you can't go home and bum your girl?
So if she not giving you, so Brad, if she not satisfying you sexually,
so why you there in the relationship?
Okay, well that's a different case.
Because women don't do the same thing.
But Josh,
why women must be in
CJ, that's a different case. But there's also a case for a man just wants to boom thing for the count. Hey Josh, if I want to boom thing for the count, it's not for ego.
We not saying no.
At that point is for the count. At that point, it's ego.
Okay, so that's what she was saying. You could go out and say, I'm going and boom with a girl.
At that point in time.
But it have different
at that point in time,
scenarios.
Man for the count. That is the man could just be booming because alcohol influencing the judgment.
And what alcohol is this? Why men just get into fight and thing when they drunk?
Woman happy.
I lick a bungs. A man bungs say why they drunk and they ready to fight again. Why? Because
the judgment cloud dog.
And because of what?
The judgment cloud. That's not
Because
ego.
of
Because
what?
you could be watching a man bigger than you, like Goliath with what you name?
Here. Last year we went an event. I am not a fighter.
Yeah.
I never pretend to be.
Nigga beat up.
I never pretend to be.
Nigga beat up.
I don't bad in no way.
And the man I can't
Right?
so you can fight.
Right? Right? We in a fit. I hail a girl I know. I went to school with the girl. I don't know what her involvement with some guy is. I've been drinking Hennessy all night.
All night.
Since level. Right? The guy, I realized I hail the girl, and then the man start getting on a certain way, like he want to come at me.
How did you hail the girl?
Normal hail.
I just
it was like, hey, what going on, girl?
I literally, but he was off his mind alcohol as well, but she was holding him back, and me not being a fighter is thinking, yeah, run it. I'm fucking you up tonight.
Exactly. You don't take no licks from no man in public. So
what I had to do with ego. That's
because if you didn't have an ego, you'll just let anybody stomp over here. CG.
Samantha.
No.
Samantha.
Because anybody could get on the way they want when alcohol isn't involved. I will not engage you. Don't put your hands on me. I wouldn't feel to fight you. But the alcohol was in my system, and any logical sense that was there was gone.
It was gone.
Completely gone. What does that have to do with ego?
And hold on.
Ego came up first. Ego is what made you even think about wanting to fight in the first place.
I mean, Cleveland and finish point yet.
Hold on. I hear what Brad said.
No, hold on.
Ego is...
No, hold on.
Hold on, man.
Cleveland wasn't on the ego. Hold on, but I wanted to fight too.
Stop.
So why is on my ego?
I want to hear what Brad said.
I'm saying
ego
for that thought process to start in the first place, way that you're looking at this man wilding up and say, well, if he come, we mash him up tonight. It's because of your ego. Your ego is telling you, I cannot allow this man to step to me. For the strippiness.
That was not ego. That was self-defense, bro.
So
that was self-defense.
The meaning of ego. All they seem to not know the meaning of
self-defense is ego.
It's a mechanism.
Josh.
That's protecting
yourself.
yourself.
That apple juice get into your head, but
I completely disagree, because in different situations,
I'm not sure
in regards to if a female is involved that I'm attached to, I would feel a certain way and act a certain way, as opposed to if you want to fight, I done. I'm a move. Alcohol or not, but it was literally just that one night. I've had alcohol before and people gone stupid. I've never felt, run it not stupidity. Never. So how does that indicate my opinion?
Ego? In my
opinion,
I don't understand.
I'm just saying, if somebody hit my partner in a dance for something he didn't do, I'm fighting with them too.
And that is exactly why I'm saying is the ego that became involved and made you want to defend yourself in that sense. Because listen. You were thinking in your head, I know this girl, me know he. Why he getting on so because I touched my friend? Who is he?
Had nothing to do with that. It wasn't until after the fact I realized they were involved. I just saw her, I ready to fight. Why? Somebody mashed me. I ready to fight. It had nothing to do with
why were you ready to fight?
Because the man disrespectful, dog.
Exactly. So you hurt your ego.
No, it's not ego. It's self-respect.
Listen.
Hold on.
Listen.
So we having respect for yourself and protecting yourself.
Why is it never present in other situations?
Why keep conflating the two things and tying it into ego, Josh? That is not logical.
But Brad, that's what I'm saying. So because
that is not the point.
Hold on. Because Cleveland wants to show that
the one time
that I don't need to be taking disrespect from a fella I don't know nothing about.
Why does he feel that way?
I don't know this guy.
Because he feels threatened.
Because why?
That was the reality of the situation.
But listen. The guy was nowhere close to me,
But unconsciously,
that's beside
the guy was nowhere close to me. So why no other situation ever triggered that feeling? That's the question I have. Where is the consistency? Where's
they
the
have them
consistency?
girls-
That's my question.
Or they had them girls agreeing with me and thing. I feel like I
Mr.
wrong.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I just want to say that I don't agree with you. I just want to say.
I
it's
personally,
coming
on my
from-
own
from 3 hours.
actions, I don't think it's ego related because
I don't think so either.
that's just not the person I am.
Because not like he fighting for the girl or anything, you know.
I
He don't need to
don't
prove
care.
anything.
But what's the definition of it?
I don't
No,
care.
because he have to prove something when it comes to ego.
No. Ego does not always mean proving something. Your ego can also take over when you feel less of something.
But I still
Yeah?
proving
That
something.
is not proving.
That is
nothing.
proving that you're dominant.
Ego is not an action.
Exactly.
though.
He
No,
was
no,
not
no.
trying to prove
Your
anything.
ego is the part of your mind that mediates between your conscious and unconscious and is responsible for reality testing. So the reality of your situation at that time was
this man being disrespectful? Who is he to step to me for touching my friend?
But I wasn't in danger
you're
to
not
become.
in danger.
So
Danger
what would?
physically, but unconsciously your body's still trying to say something.
So why? What?
That if in the
Okay,
event
fair
in the
enough.
future,
Fair enough.
throughout the night, the man comes to step to me, I am going to F him up.
But my question is, why has that never been consistent? That is one incident,
your
and it's
unconscious, that's your
never happened before.
that's your body.
For me, there has to be some kind of correlation between it always happening.
Because this friend was a close friend of ours from since long.
But this
and
is
this
not
random
the-
man, we
They have
don't
been
know this man
closer.
from Adam.
But there have been closer friends where situations where, yeah, I should have. And it's never happened. So what was different in that situation?
He wasn't drinking Hennessy.
Hennessy was the difference.
Nah,
Hennessy
he was
was the
drinking
difference.
Rivers.
No, I wasn't.
He was more drunk. No, not us. The fella that was trying to front
I don't
was
know.
more drunk.
But I was
It was
drinking
clear
Hennessy.
that he was
the
drunk.
only clear difference I could see made the difference. Well, whatever his case is, but I speaking for myself. Why was it an ego thing for me if
it's not an ego thing for us?
It's never happened for me.
My thing, I was protecting
Probably.
my boy.
Probably.
I was protecting my boy.
Probably.
My boy was protecting himself. Nothing to do with ego.
Probably
Reset.
protecting myself from nothing.
One more person from the chat. Reese has something to say. It seems like a burning question.
Nobody
Reese,
came
go
to-
ahead.
Nah, nobody in touch me.
You're
Nobody
mad?
touch me.
Girl, you
Josh
mad?
I don't
and
think anybody
CJ.
can touch me in that
We
situation.
Josh
done that.
and
Okay.
Some other part
CJ.
it's a fight in school.
Oh gosh.
Ego. See that? Ego. Anyways, Josh and CJ.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Whoever want to go first? This is my question.
Well, it's about me, so I should talk.
I just want to know, what is your definition of ego?
If you're trying to make yourself.
Your name is Cleveland.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cleveland.
Well, no, wait, he could go first because I want to
My
hear
thing
both of
is,
y'all.
Ego is basically trying to make yourself look like the bigger person, basically. You're trying to make
Okay.
yourself.
Egotistic person, egotistic behavior, but that is not what your ego is.
Pride about what, Chelsea? Nobody said anything to me. I had nothing to say.
CJ, focus. Focus. I want you to answer me now.
What I think.
What is your definition of ego?
Trying to prove to somebody that I'm something I'm not.
So you really telling me that in scenario that you have,
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I was
Hold
reading
on.
from the- I was
Hold
reading
on,
from the
Josh.
chat.
I want her to finish what she's saying.
I was reading from the chat. Sorry. Exactly, Patrick. I agree with you.
Go ahead, Reese. I'll watch. Brad, mute me and Josh, please.
so you really trying to tell us, excluding Josh, because Josh on your side heavy.
I'm a
You
dog.
really trying to tell
Shut up.
us that in that scenario, right, whether or not you are intoxicated, that person that you knew for a long time, you just passing and hail them up, and somebody that you don't know at all want to step to you, you would have just walked away?
No.
Shut up. Shut up. You can't talk for me.
Sorry.
Number one.
Yes
Nobody
or no?
wants-
Hold on, because I'm done. I want to know I have to say yes. I want you to say yes or no.
After Reese talk, no, after Reese talk, I wanna hear what Samantha had to say. Because she keep typing in the chat.
Ignore Samantha. Okay. Samantha don't go in the mic. If she ain't going in the mic, ignore Samantha. Anyway, I am an anti-conflict person.
Okay. Pause. Okay, you are anti-conflict person. So that means you would not have stuck up for yourself, even though going to a situation to say, bro, what talking out a situation that you see that as conflict?
That's totally different though.
Okay, so
that's
what
totally
I'm
different.
saying,
sticking up for myself in a situation where he did make an approach.
So what is that?
And say he didn't.
So what is that?
Close to me. He was
no, that is not the point. So what is that?
No. The situation is very relevant to the point I'm trying to make as
to go ahead.
Why there's no consistency in terms of ego. There have been situations where, too many situations where I just back down. That's my personality. Avoid conflict. Now, in that situation, the only thing I can think of that was different in any other situation, I was drinking Hennessy. That is the only thing. Nothing else was different in terms of the relevance of the person, any of the parties, whether it's the person I hail or the person that, to be honest, I don't even know if the guy took offense to me. But I just felt like, yeah, let we get this thing popping. For no reason. I had no valid reason. The guy didn't approach me. It wasn't even like it was directly after I hailed the girl. You know? I hailed her, and then like 10 minutes later, I see her and him having a back and forth, and she holding him back. He wasn't headed towards... I have absolutely no real evidence to say the guy was trying to have an incident with me.
So that Henny brought out the true ego.
I just felt like, yo, let me get popping tonight. For no reason.
All right, people, we have 5 more minutes, sir.
All right, okay.
I'll put my foot down. They want to go whole night.
Go ahead.
Sure. I don't know if they can hear me.
Barely. Raise your voice now.
Sorry. Because I agree with TJ that he's very conflictious, whatever. He don't like conflict. Because I'm thinking about the situation where we were at Venus.
Venus or Rumors? Not Rumors Junction.
Patrick was with us.
Oh.
And the guy, so we were at Venus. Myself, Cleavon, and Patrick, and another guy.
I did. I don't know why.
And this guy came and offered me a drink?
Yeah.
Or something. And I'm at a table with 3 men come and offer me a drink, and I told the waitress, well, he has to buy a drink for all of us. All right, we all move on from that. We went outside now, and the guy was ready to fight Patrick. I guess he figured, okay, it's the biggest man in the group.
Cut him down.
So that's all I need to knock down. Yeah, CJ wasn't looking to.
Me, I wasn't interested. I was getting her away from this shit.
Which I appreciate it, but I mean, he kind of left poor Patrick to fight. He won.
I mean, if that guy wanted to fight Patrick, his funeral, that's all I could say.
I know, yeah, I agree with you that unless you're drinking, you don't.
So as I was saying, the only thing I could think that was different and could have made a difference was the Hennessy, because I've been in situations where I am the person that always tries to break a fight up. Let we don't go through that. Met too many situations now. So I don't think it was ego filled. So I don't think there's any consistency in that situation where every action similar to that is related to ego. That's just my input on me.
Okay, so to sum it up, you're saying that if a guy drunk...
says ego, the doctor says ego, so it's ego.
Components. Okay, the ego, and the super ego, and that's all your homework to look it up and look up the definitions and put it back to that scenario. And you'll see that there is a part of your ego that played into your everyday life, yeah?
So Cleavon ultimately saying, to bring it back to the point, that when you're drinking Hennessy and thing, it might make you want to go to Honey Gill when you're out.
What?
Because that's what we were talking about.
That's what we were talking about.
That is what we were speaking about.
That's what we were talking about.
Crystal, unmute yourself. Your hands up. Go ahead.
Yo, I never see that.
Brad, Crystal,
basically.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with yourself and CJ when I
Thank
said
you.
that I don't think it's ego. I don't think so, because it all comes down to like somebody can just want to step to you and you just play a lamb. Right is right and wrong is wrong. The guy that was our ego, and the fact that he wanted to like in your space and you choose to, you know what, I'm not even going to back down. I don't think it has anything to do with an ego because he stepped to you. That's just my point.
And a girl can step to you in a dance and want to get sex and you just back down as a man. You had to give her what she wants, right?
No, you're twisting
That's me with this guy.
But we try to bring it back. We try to bring it back though.
Oh my God.
All right.
Anyway, guys,
we wrapping up. We
have
want
to-
to thank each and every one of you.
Lou late boy. Watch out, Lou coming in the chat now.
We want to thank each and every one of you for just supporting the live tonight. We definitely going to have another one, maybe to cap off the season. Every comment that was made tonight, we listened. We going to like 20, yeah. So every comment tonight we listened to, we may not have agreed with, but we value each and we value and respected each and every one of your comments.
Likewise.
We wanna.
You're sure, Reese? I joking.
We want to just say that we really appreciate it that you guys took the time off on your Saturday nights. You could have been doing something else, but to just be here with us.
We're grateful.
We really appreciate it. Continue
Continue
to support the
another married man
podcast.
Another married man in our circle just joined. He come for the benediction. Lou, you can say what's up if you want.
Lou, when you decide to get married, what?
No, we ain't going back into questions.
No. I just want to make sure that Lou on the same page with us, man.
But he ain't coming off mute.
Lou?
Repeat the question.
When you decide to get married, right? What would have swayed you, and what would have made you made that definite position say yes, I'm ready to say I do to this woman?
Well, there comes a time in a man's life when you want to get serious. You just, you realize that getting older, 1. 2, when you find somebody that you know, okay, this is a person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, like, why not do it?
Okay, so what would have deterred you to make you make that decision?
The only thing that would have deterred me to make that decision is if I was not sure on the person. But in my case, I mean, we dated for maybe almost 5 years. Plus, it was somebody I knew even before the 5 years. So,
good night.
I knew what I was getting myself into.
Lou, big up yourself.
Lou, next time come earlier, man.
Come earlier, because you're making me look bad. I ain't hear nothing I said. So big up yourself, Lou. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. I had to cut you off because you were making me look bad.
9 years. 9 years.
But,
7 prior.
But Lou, on a real though, I mean, finance is not a big thing for you though, but
how you know that?
What?
Watch that.
Josh, no way in the pocket, Lou.
Watch that. I don't understand.
You understand?
The man on our RX-7, all the expensive that
touch
guy
that
is.
stuff, man.
Anyways,
but see what we had to deal with.
But Lou, children, but having a child.
No,
right
Josh, Lou, thank you.
Hold on.
Come earlier.
Big up
yourself.
Hold on. No. I just want to ask Lou.
Lou, are you ready for children?
Ask him yourself.
Hold on. Are you ready for children, Lou?
Almost ready, but I ain't ready yet.
All right. Thank you very much. And that ends the convo. So until the next time, guys.
You think that's saving him?
That would tell you guys, that would keep you guys to come back for the next live where we would invite Lou and his wife. You know,
one wife tell you they want to come on your show, man.
Me no, just a semen
I
thing.
don't understand.
Anyway.
But yeah, but on a real though. But thanks for supporting us
Thanks for
tonight,
coming
guys.
through, people.
Thank you. We appreciate
Alright.
it.
Go enjoy your all nights now. Do what you all need to
And
do.
If I yelled at
Outro
you
time.
guys, it was the 10XO and the Monge
Boy, apple
and the
juice you
apple juice.
drinking?
Sorry.
Yo.
Later.
Crystal and Patrick have something to say and then we done.
What, really? I played outro already.
Oh, I didn't know. I see some
bloopers.
I see some hands go up, so let us see what it is.
Hey.
Let Crystal and Patrick show that.
Wait, the live end already?